Toledo in the early. Thanks for joining us today on WTOL 11 News at 4. I'm Dan Cummins.
And I'm Amanda Fay. We want to start right away tonight with breaking news we just learned about within the past hour. Lucas County Children's Services has been cleared of any wrongdoing in the death of Kimani Lateef.
That's according to an independent review of the agency's involvement in her case prior to her death. That review by the Ohio Department of Children and Youth was requested by LCCS's executive director. 13-year-old Kimani was reported missing and then found dead inside a vacant home in East Toledo last March. The review process included looking at all LCCS interactions with the family dating back to December 2023. Now, her father, Darnell Jones, is charged with her murder and is scheduled to be back in court next week.
We're going to have more on that breaking news in the next hour. Turning now to your forecast, our WTOL 11 weather team is giving us a heads up about the next round of snow headed our way.
John, you're killing us. There's a weather impact day issued for Friday. What are you tracking?
Yeah, it's not going to be a major snowstorm, but the impacts are still going to be felt, Dan and Amanda, especially Friday morning through midday as we track our next Clipper system. It is going to produce slippery travel, and I think the wind is also going to be another big part of this storm as it moves on through. There has been a little more sunshine returning into the afternoon. It is chilly but not overly windy with temperatures right around 20 degrees. Teens in Port Clinton, 19 in Fremont, 21 right now in Tiffin. So the bigger picture, we do have dry conditions right now. There were a couple passing flurries that you may have seen earlier in the day, and that next area of low pressure is going to nosedive in from Canada, and it's going to follow the direction of those arrows. I do expect snow to be rolling in right around daybreak Friday morning. So the hour-by-hour forecast, we are expecting dry conditions for the rest of this evening. A little more cloud cover moving into your Thursday. Now, initially, we could actually see a little band of light snow showers tomorrow afternoon. This will be as a warm front moves on through. So right around 3 to 4 p.m. this time tomorrow, could be seeing some light snow. Dry weather briefly returns, but then by Friday morning, here comes that Clipper system. Widespread snow likely for the morning commute. There could potentially be impacts to schools, and that snow is going to be winding down right around midday. Now, temperatures are actually going to be in the mid-30s as the snow is falling, but we're going to get colder a lot through the evening as a cold front works on through. So I'm going to break down the latest snowfall amounts and also looking ahead towards a gradual mid-February thaw. That'll be coming up in just a minute, Dan.
John, thanks. Before we get into our top national stories for today, some sad news to pass along.
Roger Carpenter, a guest we had on WTOL 11 News at 4 here recently, has died. He joined us in December so we can talk about how he had been honored by Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur. That honor was for his 75 years of service as a Scoutmaster of Troop 316 in Oak Harbor. He was believed to be the oldest and longest-serving Scoutmaster in the nation.
Roger earned his Eagle Scout rank in 1944 and devoted his life to helping shape generations of young Scouts. Roger was 97 years old. Here's a clip of back when he was on the show where he emphasized the importance of being a Scout.
What message do you want to send to the Scouts right now? Is there maybe some new ones who are just getting started, or some who are, about to get their Eagle Scout?
I hear from parents, my son is already too involved in sports. He's too involved in band. He's too involved in this. He doesn't have time for Scouts. I say, he needs that time because, like I mentioned, we don't teach him to throw a ball. We teach him to live as good citizens.
Isn't that the truth? A Facebook post by his troop says his family is planning to have a celebration of life in the spring.
Still no person of interest 4 days after the disappearance of the mother of today's show host, Savannah Guthrie. Investigators in Arizona are speaking with anyone who may have had contact with the 84-year-old missing mom. In a social media posting Wednesday, the Pima County Sheriff's Department says a suspect or person of interest has not been identified in the case yet, which is being investigated as a crime. Authorities believe Guthrie was taken from her Tucson area home over the weekend. Tucson Sheriff also says the FBI is now analyzing an apparent ransom note.
Is there anything in that note that seems credible at this moment that you're giving weight to?
The entire note.
So you're not dismissing this note at this point?
Absolutely not.
The note contained specific details about the home, Nano says, and what Guthrie was wearing that night, but he could not confirm the accuracy of that information or the legitimacy of the note.
President Donald Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, announced the withdrawal of hundreds of federal agents from the Minneapolis area after immigration officers fatally shot 2 American citizens last month. About 2,000 agents remain in Minnesota, and Homan says his goal is a complete drawdown if certain conditions are met.
That is largely contingent upon the end of the illegal and threatening activities against ICE and its federal partners that we're seeing in the community.
It comes as Democrats on Capitol Hill are demanding, quote, dramatic reforms to ICE before they agree to fund the Department of Homeland Security for a full year, with just over a week to reach a deal with the Republicans. The top Democrats in both the Senate and the House say they are in agreement about proposed changes and urge Republicans to come to the table for negotiations.
We're hearing from Ohio Governor Mike DeWine once again when it comes to the temporary protected status of Haitians. He says if it's pulled away, thousands of people will be unemployed.
So you have a whole bunch of people, thousands of people in Ohio who are working, making a living, supporting their family, helping the economy grow. One day, if this is taken away, we'll no longer be able to work, and they're going to be unemployed. That's not a helpful thing for our economy.
Federal court blocked the Trump administration from ending protections on Monday, but the governor says that's just temporary. He says as far as public policy is concerned, ending temporary protected status is a mistake, but adds they will follow the law and do what the court says. Right now, nearly 1,000 Haitians live in Hancock County under temporary protected status, with a large majority having refugee status. The director for the county's Job and Family Services says there's been little to no guidance from the federal government on how potential family separations would be handled if protections end.
If the parents of children were to be detained by ICE, that some direction would be nice as to what would happen with the children. Is the federal government's intent that the children travel with the parents, or is the federal government's intent that the children stay behind in the community?
We also spoke with Findlay Mayor Christina Mern. She tells us leaders are working with state and federal officials for guidance on next steps if protected status is terminated. But again, she says communication has been sparse, making it difficult to plan ahead.
The Libby glass strike is officially over after workers walked off the job 5 months ago. This is video from this morning. I think that was before this morning. Things at the plant were actually back to normal today. The final remaining union voted late last night to ratify a new contract with the company. This comes after another steelworkers union reached a deal Sunday night. Because of a no-cross agreement, neither union could return to work until both approved contracts. United Steelworkers representative says this was the longest negotiation in the union's history, and it all centered around premium pay for weekends and holidays and preserving the union's right to strike in solidarity.
I've bargained a few contracts in my career, and this one is probably one that I will never forget for many reasons. I formed a relationship with those members. I've watched them, their roller coaster of emotions from the day the strike started.
Union leaders say workers will begin returning to the plant as early as today, with all members back on the job by Monday.
We did get a statement from Libby saying, in part, rebuilding trust and momentum will take effort from all of us. We're committed to improving communication and in continuing to make Libby a company where people are respected, supported, and make a difference. You can read the full statement right now on WTOL.com. Now, both contracts agreed upon run through October 2029. Under the agreement, all hourly workers will see an immediate 8.75% pay increase, followed by another 3.75% raise in October, with additional raises in 2027 and 2028. The deal also preserves time and a half double time language and moves some workers to a 12-hour work schedule.
Recent labor strikes across Northwest Ohio, including the Libby Glass walkout and a support staff strike in Springfield schools, have put unions back in the spotlight. As contract talks approach for public sector workers, union leaders say representation is still critical, but not just for pay, but for safety and working conditions. We spoke to union leaders for Toledo firefighters and the Springfield Teachers Association. They tell us a fair contract goes beyond wages.
How do we contractually help teachers manage their time? They still have families at home. They don't have 18 hours in a day to be working on school stuff.
We know that they want to come to work and feel that they have adequate staffing and safe numbers to perform the job that we do. Making sure we have the right amount of equipment, showing up to a run or having the ability to respond.
Now, the end of the Libby strike marks the second local labor dispute to wrap up this year's. As we mentioned, Springfield school staff went on strike for a week last month. The Teachers Association says its contract with Springfield schools expires this summer.
The Heights restaurant in downtown Toledo abruptly announced it's closing its doors. The restaurant that sits on top of the Renaissance Hotel posted a message on its website and social media accounts that it is, quote, taking a pause from dining and bar service. There's been no other explanation for the closure, but the post went on to say the plan is to open again soon. As for when that'll be, that's still unclear. WTOL 11 did reach out to the hotel's management company. We have not yet heard back.
Coming up here on WTOL 11 News at 4, today is World Cancer Day. We'll tell you what are some of the best ways to detect cancer early and lower any risks.
Plus, a family beach day turns into disaster. The entire family stranded at sea, but a 13-year-old boy swims through shark-infested water to reunite the family. And the big Super Bowl is just days away. How you can save on your Super Bowl party staples. John?
And break out the snow shovel. Our next weather impact comes in Friday. In addition to the snow, it is going to be very breezy. I'll break down snowfall amounts and some of the latest data coming up next.
Just one crash popping up here on our system. Taking a look here, this is on Jackman Road right at Lasky. Toledo Police reporting a crash here. You can see just a minor slowdown here on our traffic map. So if you're headed in this direction, give yourself some extra time. Be aware of that crash. This is a live look at I-75 at Ottawa River Road. The sun is making it a little bit difficult to see that traffic down there, but I'm not seeing any major delays or slowdowns. So good news there. And a look here at I-475 and US 24. These lanes here headed in and headed toward the Perrysburg area. Looks like traffic is moving fine there as well. A little bit of a slowdown downtown to Sylvania, 56 miles per hour through that zone. Looking at your drive times there, you can see that slight delay there, 9-minute drive time, really just an extra minute or two. Otherwise, we are on time. We'll be right back.
Are you prepared? Scan the code on your screen now and get the Rescue Volt 7 in one power station.
It can charge my phone, right?
The Rescue Volt is a USB power bank, plus a flashlight, emergency radio, and more.
I just wanted to make sure it will charge my phone.
Yes, it charges your phone too.
So we can still doom scroll in a power outage?
Order now and get 50% off, plus free shipping. Get your Rescue Volt 7 in one power station today.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, watch extended coverage on WTOL 11+.
Are you tired of shopping bags tipping over in your car? You need the Auto Anchor. Perfect for commuters, parents, or anyone on the go. The Auto Anchor installs in seconds on the post of the headrest and even works as a phone holder for hands-free viewing in the back seat. Scan the code on your screen to order right now. And with this special TV offer, if you buy one, you will get 3 for free. That's right, a full set for your car. The Auto Anchor is strong and durable and fits most vehicles. Scan the code on your screen and get your Auto Anchor today.
WTOL 11 Weather Impact Alert Day.
Torrential rain, damaging winds, the possibility for flooding as well.
And with that, there is a risk of tornadoes.
We have got full team coverage tonight.
167 lightning strikes just in the past 10 minutes.
Generators are going this morning.
A tree that fell on a home.
You can really see this damage.
Stream extended coverage on WTOL 11+. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Why did our ancestors use copper for centuries? Because they knew. Why do the best athletes continue to wear copper? Because they know. Hospitals know which is why they insist on copper. Scan the code on your screen to get 50% off with this exclusive TV offer. And get Copper Smart, the ultimate accessory with a purpose.
Welcome back in. Our next round of snow is going to be moving in on Friday. Even though the impact level is going to be fairly low, there could still be a quick 2 to even up to 3 inches of snowfall, and snow is going to be expected from the morning through about midday. So plan on some minor travel delays, even though it's not going to be a big snowstorm by any metric. Sunshine's coming back out after an overcast start to the day. We're at 20 degrees with calm winds across the region. Some spots have actually climbed to the low to mid 20s. Monroe, Michigan, one of the warmer spots on our weather map. 23 degrees also into Williams County, and out near the lakeshore, a little colder in Erie and Huron counties with temperatures in the upper teens. That cloud cover has dissipated as we see some brightening skies, and our Alberta Clipper system is going to be sweeping in from Canada as we head towards early Friday. So the hour by hour. Now, we could actually see a quick little band of snow tomorrow afternoon. That would likely just be a dusting to ½ an inch. So in about 24 hours, you can plan on some light snow that'll impact after school activities. Friday morning, that Clipper takes a nosedive into the region. It's going to be breezy with snow falling, and then by Friday night and Saturday, some cold air spills in behind that system as we briefly turn frigid into the start of next weekend. So let's look a little bit closer to home. It is going to be a cloudy and dry start to your Thursday. Into the afternoon, here's that initial band of snow showers as a warm front lifts into the area, and then Friday morning is going to bring us the more widespread snow chances, and that'll continue through about midday. We are expecting widespread 2-inch amounts with isolated higher totals. Generally, most of northwest Ohio and lower Michigan are going to get that, and then south and west, it does look like the amounts are going to be a little bit less. Mostly cloudy skies with light snow moving in late in the day, and as we head towards mid-February, I do expect a gradual warming trend. That weather impact alert day, bright red for you on Friday, an 80% snow chance, turning colder into the weekend, 16 degrees for your Saturday. There could be a couple passing flurries with a chilly feel for Super Bowl Sunday. We finally climb above the freezing mark for Tuesday at 36 degrees, and then Wednesday and Thursday, there are going to be the chances for not snow necessarily, but a rain-snow mix as we trend in a milder direction. And at the very end of the 10-day, you can see Valentine's Day there. Temperatures are expected to stay above freezing, so hardly warm by any stretch, but at least a gradual thaw with many days gradually above freezing into the middle of the month. Amanda, Dan?
John, thanks. It's supposed to be a fun day at a beach in Australia for this family. It turned into a story of separation, becoming stranded at sea, and then a fight for survival.
And at the center of this story is a hero, a 13-year-old boy. CBS's Tina Kraus has the details on this incredible rescue.
A family beach day of kayaking and paddleboarding became a fight for survival off the coast of Australia when strong winds swept 13-year-old Austin Appleby, his mom, and 2 young siblings out to sea. Mom Joanne decided their best hope was to send Austin to shore in a kayak.
I started paddling in the kayak like this.
But it filled with water and he lost an oar, pushing through waves for nearly 4 hours in shark-infested waters.
I was really scared. I was just thinking in my head, like thinking I was going to make it through.
He says prayer and happy thoughts powered him through as he swam 2.5 miles in rough seas.
I just said, all right, not today, not today, not today. I have to keep on going.
And he did, running another mile once on land to get help. Authorities launched a major rescue operation and found the family nearly 9 miles offshore. Fighting back tears, Austin's mom says she's incredibly proud and thankful to her son. Police called Austin's effort superhuman, saying his determination and courage turned the tide and saved the day. Tina Kraus, CBS News.
So Austin says as he battled those rough seas, he kept his spirits up by thinking about anything that made him smile, from Thomas the Tank Engine to some silly YouTube clips.
Shark-infested waters.
Wow. And that's just so physically challenging, demanding on your body. And then he went and ran to get help too. It's incredible.
For an average person to swim that far, can't do it. For a child, can't do it. But for a trained athlete, maybe, but that's a long way.
He must have been going on just that endurance, right? Or, just adrenaline.
We have seen that. Adrenaline can take someone a whole new level.
Well, way to go. Well, coming up, today is World Cancer Day. More than half of Americans don't get their recommended cancer routine screenings. A family physician from the Toledo Clinic will join us with what you should do to help detect and prevent cancer early.
Why did our ancestors use copper for centuries? Because they knew. Why do the best athletes continue to wear copper? Because they know. Hospitals know, which is why they insist on copper. Scan the code on your screen to get 50% off with this exclusive TV offer. And get Copper Smart, the ultimate accessory with a purpose.
WTOL 11 Weather Impact Alert Day.
Torrential rain, damaging winds, the possibility for flooding as well.
And with that, there is a risk of tornadoes.
We have got full team coverage tonight.
167 lightning strikes just in the past 10 minutes.
Generators are going this morning.
A tree that fell on a home. You can really see this damage.
Stream extended coverage on WTOL 11 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Are you prepared? Scan the code on your screen now and get the Rescue Volt 7 in one power station.
It can charge my phone, right?
The Rescue Volt is a USB power bank, plus a flashlight, emergency radio, and more.
I just wanted to make sure it will charge my phone.
Yes, it charges your phone too.
So we can still doom scroll in a power outage?
Order now and get 50% off, plus free shipping. Get your Rescue Volt 7 in one power station today.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed with WTOL 11 and WTOL 11 Plus. Extended coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you.
My cleaning routine just got really crazy. I got this new thing that makes cleaning less lazy. With 5 different heads, so it's really versatile, and I can recharge it, it's electrical. Come on, let me tell you about my new cleaning tool, Spinny Scrub.
Scan the code on your screen now and get the Spinny Scrub for 50% off plus free shipping. Come on, what are you waiting for?
It's that Spinny Scrub.
Welcome back in. February is National Cancer Prevention Month, a time to focus on the everyday choices and routine screenings that can reduce cancer risk. Dr. Jacob Ruske, family medicine physician with the Toledo Clinic, is here today. Dr. Ruske, thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me today.
Absolutely. So where do people need to start when it comes to cancer prevention? It's a scary word, isn't it?
It is a scary word, and you got to start by just seeing your doctor. You know, a lot of people put off wanting to see their doctor because they're scared, or they might not have something going on, or they might feel overwhelmed. But that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
You know, we're here to kind of walk you through quickly or slowly, just whatever your pace is, personalize your care, and just make sure we're staying on top of these important topics.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people, you know, they get afraid of hearing these words, but there are also some things that we could do in our everyday life to increase our risk or decrease, hopefully decrease our risk, but maybe it's some life choices that we can make now. What are some of those big lifestyle factors that can increase or decrease your risk?
Absolutely. Number one, tobacco use is the number one preventable cancer risk. So avoiding both smoking and vaping is key. Physical activity, you hear it, but it actually has been shown to decrease some cancer risks.
Okay.
Breast cancer, colon cancer. You always hear about diet, high in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, both for overall health, but also can reduce cancer risk.
Yeah.
Protection from the sun, wearing your sunscreen. You know, even if you're just driving, the sun coming through the window, I've seen it quite a bit, just, you know, someone will have some skin changes, you know, on that side.
Which is interesting because it's like you don't necessarily think that having my arm out out the window, but it does make a difference there. But what, you know, we can also get screened for things, so to help us know, hey, maybe we don't have something to really be worried about, but maybe we do. So talk a little bit about what are some of the more common screenings, and also why people should get them, even though they're like, well, I don't feel sick right now. Why should I go get a screening?
Absolutely. So first and foremost, most cancers actually don't have a lot of symptoms early on. They're pretty sneaky in that respect. And so early prevention or early detection typically has better outcomes as well. And so when things get put off, it could develop into something that might take, you know, more of an effort to take care of. But on top of things, it is typically best to just make sure that that you do all your appropriate screenings, things like colonoscopies, mammograms, pap tests, prostate screening, as well as skin checks, just like we were talking about before. Also important to know your family history, because that can help personalize some of the care in case there is some additional risk factors there.
Right, your doctor may say, hey, we should start this screening 5 years earlier than maybe we recommend for the majority of people, things like that, but it's going to be ahead of it.
And the fear is very common, but avoidance doesn't really make the problem go away. And early detection really can lead to some better outcomes, as well as have things be treated a little bit simpler. So it's definitely very important that if your body feels off, if you don't feel quite right, listen to your body and just don't wait to speak up.
Don't wait. Listen to your body. If you don't feel quite right, make sure you make that appointment. You can actually go to the Toledo Clinic. I mean, maybe you need a doctor. Go ahead and make those appointments and get ahead of that. Doctor, thank you for being here today. We appreciate it.
It's a pleasure being here, and thank you for allowing me to talk on this important topic.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, it was an everyday kind of school day until this first grader got a heartwarming surprise. You may need the tissues for this one. We're going to show it to you again right after this. Stay with us.
Are you tired of shopping bags tipping over in your car? You need the Auto Anchor. Perfect for commuters, parents, or anyone on the go. The Auto Anchor installs in seconds on the post of the headrest and even works as a phone holder for hands-free viewing in the back seat. Scan the code on your screen to order right now. And with this special TV offer, if you buy one, you will get 3 for free. That's right, a full set for your car. The Auto Anchor is strong and durable and fits most vehicles. Scan the code on your screen and get your Auto Anchor today.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, watch extended coverage on WTOL 11+.
Titanium, stronger than steel, lighter than aluminum, trusted in aerospace, and now redefining the way we prepare food at home. Resists corrosion, never absorbs odors, and remains flawlessly food safe without ever breaking down into harmful microplastics. Titanium Edge, now available through this exclusive television offer.
WTOL 11 weather impact alert day.
Torrential rain, damaging winds, the possibility for flooding as well.
And with that, there is a risk of tornadoes.
We have got full team coverage tonight.
167 lightning strikes just in the past 10 minutes.
Generators are going this morning.
A tree that fell on a home.
You can really see this damage.
Stream extended coverage on WTOL 11 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Are you prepared? Scan the code on your screen now and get the Rescue Volt 7 in one power station.
It can charge my phone, right?
The Rescue Volt is a USB power bank, plus a flashlight, emergency radio, and more.
I just wanted to make sure it will charge my phone.
Yes, it charges your phone too.
So we can still doom scroll in a power outage?
Order now and get 50% off, plus free shipping. Get your Rescue Volt 7 in one power station today.
Thanks for sticking with us here on WTOL 11 News at 4. I'm Amanda Fay.
I'm Dan Cummins. Are we finished with the snow? I'm just done. I've had it.
You did hear John just give the forecast like 5 minutes ago that said get the snow shovels ready.
I think
right?
Dan's hoping that in the last 5 minutes the new data kind of just evaporated that snow.
John, you're killing us here.
Yeah.
Tell me one thing. Will it be dry snow that maybe, if it's not real heavy, I can use the leaf blower, just kind of blow it off the driveway?
Well, unlike the last winter storm where it was in the teens, temperatures are actually going to be near to above freezing, Dan. So it's going to be a little more wet snow, but it will be blowing around still a little bit with how gusty it's going to be. It's going to be a quick but widespread 2 to up to 3 inches of snow. Some blowing may be possible, especially in those rural areas. Right now, though, not snow, but sunshine. A gorgeous look over Perrysburg. We're at 20 degrees with very, very light winds being reported. Temperatures ranging from the upper teens to the lower 20s. Dry weather for now. There were a couple passing flurries earlier in the day. Now we'll call it a partly sunny setting for those evening plans. And here's that next Alberta Clipper system. It's going to nosedive in from the northwest and bring us some snow as well as a gusty breeze. Dry weather continues this evening, tonight, and much of the day Thursday. There is going to be a quick little band of some light snow showers. That's going to be moving in Thursday afternoon as a warm front lifts on through. We're talking about 3 to 5 p.m. and just a coating of snow at most with that. Now, the warm front actually lifts us above freezing for Friday. So as the snow is falling, temperatures initially going to be a little bit milder. It's still going to be sticking on roadways, though, at least during the morning through midday. And then by about 11 a.m. to noon, snow exiting south and east of the Maumee River. And we will say goodbye to that snow in the evening. Could see a few additional snow showers, but for the most part, it's going to be the first half of the day that brings that next Clipper system snowfall. So I'm going to break down the snowfall amounts, but if you are looking forward to a February thaw, you'll see that coming up in my 10-day forecast as well.
It's now day 7 in jury selection for the Dale Warner murder trial. The court is struggling to find potential jurors ahead of the start of the trial in Lenawee County next week. 249 potential jurors have been questioned over the past 6 days. Only 69 have moved on to the second round. 11 more advanced yesterday to move on to the second round, which is expected to begin Tuesday. Court officials say nearly every potential juror has already formed an opinion, many saying Warner is guilty. Jury selection continues today. Melissa Andrews has been in the courtroom every step of the case. She'll have more for us from Adrian on WTOL 11 News at 5. To get caught up in all the key details that'll come out in the trial, you can watch the special Hidden in Plain Sight, the disappearance and discovery of Dee Warner. You can also watch a recap of the first week of jury selection for Dale Warner's murder trial on WTOL 11 Plus and on our YouTube page.
The Lucas County Commissioners recognized a major milestone at yesterday's meeting. They took some time to shine a spotlight on the county's public transit system. Commissioners approved a resolution honoring the 55th year of TARTA. The resolution proclaims February 16th through the 20th as Ohio Loves Transit Week in Lucas County, which highlights TARTA's role within the community for more than 5 decades.
Helps people be able to get to their health care, to jobs, to school, to the mall, to come down here to our walleye or our mud hens games in the summer. So they're really a community partner.
Commissioners say TARTA continues to adapt to the community's needs through leadership and innovation by expanding routes and improving access for riders.
Toledo Public Schools is hosting its first community meeting today. This allows parents and community members to learn about and give feedback on the district's transformation plan following a lot of financial uncertainty. Megan Hartnett joins us live from Woodward High School, where the first meeting is set to kick off in a few minutes. And Megan, how are these meetings going to be structured for everyone?
Dan, well, we just got here a few minutes ago, and we're in the auditorium where there's probably about 24 people. There's current teachers, former teachers, and different community members, and there's going to be a presentation that's going to be starting at 5. I was told by a district representative that then they're going to be broken out into focus groups, and the people are going to be asked questions about what they think is important. People will be asked about things like what their thoughts are on a 4-day school week or how they feel about specialized high schools. So basically, the district is going to be having focus groups. I was told this allows the community to be engaged, but it also allows the district officials to give people more insight into the district's $68 million deficit. The vice president of the TPS school board says that it's important for people to remember that no decisions have been made yet in terms of the transformation plans.
Anyone that comes to the community forums, they need to understand that their voice matters, their opinion matters, because all of us work together to make sure that our district will succeed the way that it needs to, every component. And so I believe that as the board, our desire is to make sure that we have that community connection, to make sure that we're doing our part.
School board members are going to be at the meeting, and I was also told that there's going to be someone from the Ohio School Board to be here to help facilitate the meeting. We're going to be here listening to the conversations that are happening and keeping you updated throughout the night. Reporting in North Toledo, Megan Hartnett, WTOL 11.
Lieutenant Governor Jim Tressel spent the afternoon in Toledo. He was joined by former Ohio State star and Central Catholic grad Dane Sonsenbacher.
The pair visited the students at OLPH to honor their participation in the Tressel Physical Fitness Challenge program.
The Lieutenant Governor started the program to help kids focus on improving fitness, nutrition, and sleep.
Hey, good to see Dane again, too.
Channel 11 alum,
yeah,
there you
former colleague, yeah. A new effort is underway in Hancock County to help working families afford childcare and address a growing shortage of available spots.
Dominique O'Neill has more on what this will mean for families in Hancock County.
This new childcare expansion effort, called the Tri-Share program, is being rolled out by the Findlay Hancock Community Foundation. The program brings together employers, employees, and community partners, committing $150,000 from multiple sources in the community to help families struggling with high child care costs. It is based on 3 partners sharing responsibility for child care.
40% is paid by the parents or the caregivers of the child, 30% is covered by businesses, and then 30% comes from a fund, which is made up of state, federal, and philanthropic dollars.
And Findlay Mayor Christina Mern says the need is significant.
In Hancock County, we are a child care desert. So for every spot that we have available, we have at least 6 children, if not more, waiting for it. And so making sure that we are continuing to expand child care within our community is going to be really helpful.
One organization set to benefit is the Findlay Family YMCA, which provides child care services in the community.
I know there's lots of families struggling to find affordable childcare, and this is just one of those initiatives that would allow that to be more affordable.
And Mayor Mern says the impact goes beyond families, helping strengthen the entire community.
Every little bit that we can help support them in doing so, I think is just going to pay dividends.
Reporting in Hancock County, Dominique O'Neill, WTOL 11.
This is a great story.
Yeah.
A first grader at Hillview Elementary in Sylvania got the ultimate surprise at school yesterday.
6-year-old Bryson Luce was in class when his dad, who's been deployed with the U.S. Air Force for the last 3 months, look at him. He walked through the door. The last time the two saw each other was right before the holidays.
When Bryson saw his dad, he immediately rushed into his arms.
A little bit of nerves, a little bit of happy feeling to be home and be able to see the kids.
Bryson got to leave school early for the day to help his parents pick up a sibling for daycare. Dad tells us he's home until his next deployment in 2027.
Super Bowl Sunday is coming up fast, which means now's your time to supply the favorite Super Bowl snacks for everyone before prices go up. How you can score a touchdown when it comes to saving money at the grocery store.
Hey, Blake Anderson here to show you the Veggie Vortex, the 3-in-1 slicer, shredder, and sanity saver that spins veggies and more into culinary gold. Potatoes? Boom. Chips in seconds. Someone say cheese? Look at that, perfect for pizza. This thing's fire. Ready to really go nuts? The Veggie Vortex chews through nuts like an over-caffeinated squirrel. It's got a suction base so strong it clings tighter than skinny jeans after a big Thanksgiving dinner. Get sucked into healthier cooking with the Veggie Vortex. Scan the code on your screen to order now.
WTOL 11 News at 11, keeping you informed.
Breaking news right now.
With the most accurate information.
167 lightning strikes.
The information you need from the team you trust. WTOL 11 News at 11.
Are you prepared? Scan the code on your screen now and get the Rescue Volt 7 in one power station.
It can charge my phone, right?
The Rescue Volt is a USB power bank, plus a flashlight, emergency radio, and more.
I just wanted to make sure it will charge my phone.
Yes, it charges your phone too.
So we can still doom scroll in a power outage?
Order now and get 50% off, plus free shipping. Get your Rescue Volt 7 in one power station today.
WTOL 11 weather impact alert day.
Torrential rain, damaging winds, the possibility for flooding as well.
And with that, there is a risk of tornadoes.
We have got full team coverage tonight.
167 lightning strikes just in the past 10 minutes.
Generators are going this morning.
A tree that fell on a home.
You can really see this damage.
Stream extended coverage on WTOL 11 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Scan the code on your screen right now to get your free offer from AutoVac, the handheld vacuum for cars and trucks. Keeping your vehicle's interior clean can be such a hassle. Big vacuums on wheels are impossible to use for quick jobs, and professional detailing is time-consuming and expensive. But now, there's the AutoVac, the handheld vacuum for cars and trucks that makes vehicle interior cleanup quick and easy. The AutoVac's powerful suction handles dirt, dust, crumbs, and debris with ease. Even sand and more are no problem for the AutoVac. Plus a small, lightweight design make it the perfect choice for cleanup every time. Scan the code on your screen to get the AutoVac today. But if you order right now, you'll get a second AutoVac absolutely free. Scan the code on your screen to take advantage of this special TV offer. Hurry, this is only available for a limited time. Get your AutoVac today.
Super Bowl 60 is only 4 days away. I know you're excited about it.
Yeah, either the Seattle Seahawks or the New England Patriots will clinch the champion title.
Big game set for 6:30 at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Over at the Golden State, people are working overtime, making sure the stadium is ready for Super Bowl 60 and the influx of fans coming to watch the game.
Security measures are already going into effect around the stadium. Right now, there's a temporary ban on drones stretching from the venue all the way to San Francisco.
We all know Sunday won't be just about football, all about the food.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Super Bowl snack or meal?
Wings. Chicken wings. Or some kind of dip.
My wife is into dip.
Yeah.
Chicken wings, absolutely.
Yeah.
Love chicken wings. I'm not sure if we'll do the homemade or we'll buy them out and bring them in. But of course, every sports bar in town is going to be slammed.
For sure. We had Wingstop on Good Day yesterday. They're like, our orders are already coming in.
Is that right?
Yeah. Well,
but pizza, you can't go wrong with pizza.
Pizza's a good
one,
too.
Maybe Maybe we'll just do both.
Both.
Yeah.
When in doubt, right? Well, this year you can score by paying less for at least one Super Bowl party staple. CBS's Christian Benavides takes a look at the pricing spread on some of the most popular food items.
At Duffy's Sports Grill in Miami Beach, Stephanie Langford told us Super Bowl Sunday she'll be at a sports bar cheering on New England.
If it's my team, if it's the Patriots, I got to be out and make people mad.
Still, she and Seahawks fans will likely be sharing the same game day snack favorites.
Wings, I like fried mushrooms, nachos.
Jesse Gavilanes will be at the bar too, with his own game plan.
I like spicy wings. So I have to be at buffalo and spicy. We start out a little soft and then head on to the spiciness.
Chicken wings are the most popular item on the menu at Duffy's, Florida's largest family-owned sports bar chain.
Annually, we sell about 6.4 million wings. So if you line those up, end to end, you could go from here to Jacksonville.
So it is no surprise that this Sunday is also their big game day. Duffy CEO Joe Webb.
Before the game, it's all pickup. We're sending thousands of wings home with people. And then it changes where everybody wants to be inside.
Some wing enthusiasts may see a price break.
Chicken's down because we produced about 2.5% more chicken last year than the year before. So lots of chicken out there in the market.
Wells Fargo economist Michael Swanson says it's not the only game day staple with a lower price.
So some of the real big favorites for Super Bowl are actually down from a year ago.
Wings are down nearly 3%. Avocados are also down, along with tortilla chips and frozen pizza.
While chicken wings are a bargain and cheaper avocados will keep your guac prices down, a colorful veggie tray is likely to cost more.
Cauliflower is up 4%. Cherry tomatoes and celery are both up about 2%. The most expensive food items this year will be beef and shrimp. So plan ahead if you're watching the game and your wallet. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Miami Beach.
And if you want even more food deals, PepsiCo is slashing prices on some of its most popular snacks.
Do you love Doritos,
Yeah.
Lay's, or Cheetos? You betcha. All right, Tostitos, they'll cost you less this time around. The company says the 15% drop in retail price comes from customer complaints over cost.
Yeah, come on.
Is it that easy? We just have to complain about it? Let's call Kroger. Let's call Jim White Toyota. Your car prices, could you lower them a little bit, make it a little more affordable?
Well, and plus, though, when you get the bags of chips, like half of it is air anyway. So then you feel like, you're like, come on. Yeah.
Are you suspicious of that?
A little bit.
Instead of smaller bag, they just have more air in your bag.
We do plan to have like your Ruffles and for onion dip, and we're gonna have taco dip, so Tostitos for that. So we're gonna have that.
Oh, you can't go wrong with that stuff. Some animals are giving their predictions on who will come out as Super Bowl champions.
Okay, a tarantula.
Tarantula?
Out of Chicago Zoo was put to the test again. The spider, named Charlotte, correctly picked the Eagles last year. This year, she confidently chose the Seattle Seahawks over the New England Patriots.
Similar scene in Des Moines, Iowa. Possibly disappointed the Lions weren't in it. A pair of real lions made their predictions, and much like Charlotte, they like the Seahawks.
Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. The zoo says its animals have been right about 80% of the time over the past few years.
I don't know. I think they just jinxed the Seahawks. That's how I'm choosing to look at it.
I think the Seahawks,
they're favored, right?
they are favored. I think New England will win.
Really?
I do, because I think the Seahawks had to play in, or Patriots had to play in some brutal weather the last few weeks.
Yeah.
And of course, it's going to be fantastic weather there, I think. And the 2-week break is going to be good for everybody, because everybody's banged up by the time you get to the NFC and AFC championship game. I think it'll be a great game. Low scoring, though. I think it'll be low scoring.
Okay, let's go, Drake. You got this. We'll be right back.
My cleaning routine just got really crazy. I got this new thing that makes cleaning less lazy. With 5 different heads, so it's really versatile, and I can recharge it, it's electrical. Come on, let me tell you about my new cleaning tool, Spinny Scrub.
Scan the code on your screen now and get the Spinny Scrub for 50% off plus free shipping. Come on, what are you waiting for?
It's that Spinny Scrub.
WTOL 11 Weather Impact Alert Day.
Torrential rain, damaging winds, the possibility for flooding as well.
And with that, there is a risk of tornadoes.
We have got full team coverage tonight.
167 lightning strikes just in the past 10 minutes.
Generators are going this morning.
A tree that fell on a home. You can really see this damage.
Stream extended coverage on WTOL 11 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Hey, Blake Anderson here to tell you about this, the Flash Force Tactical Flashlight. Stick around because I'm going to tell you about this amazing free offer just for our TV audience. Or, if you really can't wait, just scan the code on the screen now to check it out. But let me just tell you how great it is to have the Flash Force. It's literally like no flashlight I've ever had. The white high beam LED is bright, super bright. You can see it from 2,000 meters away. Its built-in lithium battery charges up with USB-C, and it even has a level meter on the side to see how much juice I have left. I can even use it as a power bank to charge my phone. The telescopic zoom is so unique and cool. It gives you a range of lighting options to light up an entire area or spotlight on something specific. But here's the best part. Scan the code on the screen right now, and if you buy a Flash Force Tactical Flashlight, you'll get a second one absolutely free. It's only available for a limited time, so scan the code on your screen right now to get your Flash Force Tactical Flashlight today.
WTOL 11 News at 11. Keeping you informed.
Breaking news right now.
With the most accurate information. WTOL 11 News at 11.
We've all been there. A dead battery, a flat tire, and no help in sight. But what if you had the ultimate emergency tool at your fingertips? Introducing the Flash Charge 4-in-1 Jump Starter Power Bank Plus Tire Inflator. Your roadside lifesaver. With wireless inflation, emergency ignition, LED lighting, and a mobile power supply. The Flash Charge is compact, powerful, and reliable, designed to handle the unexpected. Order now and never be stranded again.
Let's get a final check of your traffic. Still showing this crash here on Jackman at Lasky. Good news, though, we just had a crew at the scene who says that's really been moved off into a parking lot, so not really impacting traffic. Another crash here is clearing, so that's also good news here. 475 eastbound right around Corey Road. There was a crash there, but like I said, it's clearing out. This is a live look just to the east of that area, though, at 475 in Douglas. You could see a little bit of congestion here leading up to where that crash is. So hopefully this will start to loosen up a little bit in the coming minutes. Taking a look at your drive times here through that zone, you're at a 9-minute drive time, so really just give yourself an extra minute or two. Otherwise, we have green conditions here downtown to Detroit on I-75, 47 minutes. And if you're headed from Napoleon to Maumee, a 27 drive time for you there on US 24. John.
We've got some brighter sunshine returning for the evening commute. That sunset time now at 5:53 p.m. However, Friday's alert day is going to bring snowfall, and based on some of the latest trends, snowfall totals increasing slightly, and we do have a bit of a February thaw next week that'll lift those temperatures above freezing. 20 degrees with sunshine right now. We're at 19 in Fremont, 19 in Port Clinton, 20 right now in Lucas and Wood counties. Dry weather on radar. We did have a few flurries floating through the area earlier, and that Clipper system that brings us Friday's snow still well to the north and west. Dry weather for tonight. Cloud cover is going to increase once again. It is going to be dry into your Thursday morning. However, by the afternoon, I am tracking a warm front that'll bring a quick little band of some light snow showers. We're talking just a dusting to up to 1/2 of an inch. Now let's fast forward the clock into Friday. Here's when that Clipper arrives in earnest. As the bus is rolling on through, there could be some minor delays and the potential for 2-hour delays for those area schools. By late morning, snow is going to be wrapping up. There could be a few additional snow showers redevelop in the afternoon, but overall, it's mainly going to be a morning event. We're looking at 2 to 3 inches of snow that has trended up a little bit based on some of the latest data. 1 to 2 back towards Paulding and Defiance counties, as well as Van Wert, but higher totals across most of northwest Ohio and southeastern Michigan. Roadways could be slippery from the morning through midday. Snow arriving around 7 a.m. Snowy roads likely through midday, and we'll call it a yellow light for travel for the evening commute and dinner plans. In other words, there could be some minor delays. Use caution, but no big delays into the evening. Mostly cloudy tomorrow. Light snow showers moving in late in the afternoon. And the next 4 days, you will see that alert day bright red for your Friday. And as we head towards the weekend, much colder Saturday and into Sunday, a few Super Bowl Sunday flurries. It is going to be turning sharply colder. Now, with this drop in temperatures Saturday morning to the lower single digits, there could be some areas of refreezing and black ice. So even though the alert day expires Friday evening, keep in mind Saturday morning could be a little bit slick. 20% chance of a couple flurries for your Super Bowl Sunday. And as we head towards next week, that gradual thaw that I mentioned, by Tuesday we're going to be up above freezing. Wednesday, not snow showers this time, but perhaps liquid raindrops. Thursday, we could see a mix of some rain and snow showers moving on through. And overall, we are expecting some of that snowpack to gradually thaw out. Temperature-wise, we stay near to slightly above freezing, and it is going to be a gradual thaw. So at this point, not expecting any widespread flooding concerns with that melting snow, just temperatures slightly above freezing as we head towards the 10-day that extends out through Valentine's Day. Amanda, Dan?
John, thanks. Hey, the news at 5 starts in just a few minutes.
Yeah, Kaylee Marentet is here with more on what the team is working on. Kaylee.
Coming up at 5, top executives with Tesla and Waymo say self-driving cars save lives, but it's still a work in progress. At least 24 times in the last year, Waymo's failed to yield to school buses in Texas. But tech giants and even Congress are looking into more ways to make sure these driveless cars don't lead to crashes. And even if you don't have your own driveless car, stay safe on the roads. The Wood County Sheriff's Office is hoping to not find anyone driving under the influence this Super Bowl weekend. Much more on traffic enforcement you'll maybe see this weekend if you're heading to any parties. Jeff joins me at the desk next at 5. We hope to see you there.
Kaylee, thanks. One social media platform is celebrating its birthday today.
Can you believe it? Facebook launched 22 years ago today. Mark Zuckerberg was a Harvard University sophomore when he introduced the social networking site to fellow students. What began as a campus-only website quickly expanded beyond colleges and then beyond expectations.
Facebook buried early rivals like MySpace and Friendster. It's built its edge with the initial exclusivity and by connecting real-life relationships online. 2 decades, still going strong.
It sure is. I still have my account.
I still have MySpace.
Yeah.
You don't have that either?
Be nice out there, though. Have a good evening.
My cleaning routine just got really crazy. I got this new thing that makes cleaning less lazy. With 5 different heads, so it's really versatile, and I can recharge it, it's electrical. Come on, let me tell you about my new cleaning tool. Spinny Scrub.
Scan the code on your screen now and get the Spinny Scrub for 50% off plus free shipping. Come on, what are you waiting for?
It's that Spinny Scrub.
WTOL 11 weather impact alert day.
Torrential rain, damaging winds, the possibility for flooding as well.
And with that, there is a risk of tornadoes.
We have got full team coverage tonight.
167 lightning strikes just in the past 10 minutes.
Generators are going this morning.
A tree that fell on a home. You can really see this damage.
Stream extended coverage on WTOL 11 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Are you tired of shopping bags tipping over in your car? You need the Auto Anchor. Perfect for commuters, parents, or anyone on the go. The Auto Anchor installs in seconds on the post of the headrest and even works as a phone holder for hands-free viewing in the back seat. Scan the code on your screen to order right now. And with this special TV offer, if you buy one, you will get 3 for free. That's right, a full set for your car. The Auto Anchor is strong and durable and fits most vehicles. Scan the code on your screen and get your Auto Anchor today.
WTOL 11 News at 11, keeping you informed.
Breaking news right now.
With the most accurate information. WTOL 11 News at 11.
We all love recipes with garlic, but trying to use an awkward garlic press makes a smelly mess. Introducing the Great Garlic, your ultimate kitchen companion for effortlessly crushing garlic to perfection. Just place a peeled clove of garlic under the grate, rock it back and forth, and say goodbye to messy mincing. The Great Garlic.
Scan the code on your screen right now to get your free offer from AutoVac, the handheld vacuum for cars and trucks. Keeping your vehicle's interior clean can be such a hassle. Big vacuums on wheels are impossible to use for quick jobs, and professional detailing is time-consuming and expensive. But now, there's the AutoVac, the handheld vacuum for cars and trucks that makes vehicle interior cleanup quick and easy. The AutoVac's powerful suction handles dirt, dust, crumbs, and debris with ease. Even sand and more are no problem for the AutoVac. Plus a small, lightweight design make it the perfect choice for cleanup every time. Scan the code on your screen to get the AutoVac today. But if you order right now, you'll get a second AutoVac absolutely free. Scan the code on your screen to take advantage of this special TV offer. Hurry, this is only available for a limited time. Get your AutoVac today.
WTOL 11 Weather Impact Alert Day.
Torrential.
Next at 5, we're inching closer to opening statements in the Dale Warner murder trial. What potential jurors are being asked about now?
Also, staffing cuts, program changes, and plans put on hold. Toledo Public Schools explaining how and if it's going to be able to close a $68 million gap.
Plus, more flood mitigation is moving forward in Findlay. How a new grant will help protect areas near the Blanchard River.
But we want to start out with some breaking news for you here this afternoon. Lucas County Children's Services has been cleared of any wrongdoing in the death of Kimani Latig.
That's according to an independent review of the agency's involvement in her case prior to her death. That review by the Ohio Department of Children and Youth was requested by LCCS's executive director. 13-year-old Kimani Latig was reported missing and then found dead inside a vacant home of East Toledo last March.
The review process included looking at all LCCS interactions with the family dating back to December of 2023. Her father, Darnell Jones, is charged with her murder and is scheduled to be back in court next week. You can find more on this story online on WTOL.com.
Well, thanks for joining us here at 5. I'm Kaylee Maritet.
And I'm Jeff Smith. Great to be with you as always, as we've made it to the mid part of the week for everybody here. It's exciting. We're all looking forward to the weekend, but I'll tell you what, we've got our eyes peeled on a certain day or two.
Yes, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Chris Figures. Chris, Friday, I think, has everyone's attention.
It is, because that's when snow returns back into the area. We're the first to tell you about this yesterday. Weather Impact Alert Day out there on Friday, and some of the new data still supports some slightly increasing snow totals. Till then, we're going to enjoy a little bit of sunshine this evening with brighter skies have returned. That sundown time 5:53. Then after our snow chance Friday, gets cold into the weekend. Slight February thaw is going to be out there as we get into next week. Look at the sunshine that's been revealed, though, on after a cloudy start to the day. Calm winds, 20 degrees, and anytime you can kind of pair the sunshine with lighter winds, certainly goes a long way to feel better. We're only at 20 degrees. Yet another day well below freezing. There's nothing on radar this evening, and lows tonight under partly cloudy skies going to drop back to 11 degrees. It'll be a cold first step out the door, and be prepared for this. Weather Impact Alert Day for Friday. I'm going to detail when the snow returns and how much to expect. That will be coming up. Jeff, back over to you.
Chris, thanks. It is day 7 of jury selection in the Dale Warner murder trial in Lenawee County. Warner accused of murdering his wife Dee in 2021 and then welding her body in a fertilizer tank on his property. Melissa Andrews is covering the case. So, Mel, we heard that welding came up with a prospective juror today?
Yes, a woman who was a potential juror said that she was a farmer and had extensive welding experience. She was challenged by the defense about whether she would be able to divorce her welding experience from what she's supposed to be talking about once they start to deliberate this case. As we know, Dale Warner is accused of murdering his wife Dee and then putting her body into a fertilizer tank, essentially welding her inside. So again, the defense wasn't too fond of this potential juror's experience with welding, and so the judge did dismiss her for that reason. Another potential juror that was questioned happened to be very passionate about true crime, said that he has consumed so much true crime TV that he felt he knew what people's body language means. He liked to watch police interviews, and at issue was whether he could leave that at the door when viewing police interviews and interactions with Dale Warner in this case. So the defense raised that concern as well, but he was ultimately dismissed for work concerns. These two topics have rarely come up in the first 7 days during round one, but they are exactly the types of questions I'm told will be addressed in round two, which starts on Tuesday. Reporting from Lenawee County, I'm Melissa Andrews, WTOL 11.
Mel, it's been great having you there for all of this. We appreciate it. To get caught up on the key details that will come out in the trial, you can watch the special Hidden in Plain Sight, the disappearance and discovery of Dee Warner. You can also watch the recap of the first week of jury selection for Dale Warner's murder trial on WTOL 11 Plus and our YouTube page.
Toledo Public Schools has proposed a transformation plan to help save money, from 4-day school weeks to cutting more staff and more. Tonight, the community gets its chance to give feedback for the first time. Megan Hartnett joins us live from Woodward High School. Megan, are there a lot of people showing up there? We know it just started.
Kaylee, like you said, it just started. I mean, there's probably at least 100 people in this auditorium. There's current teachers, former teachers, community members, students, all sorts of different people who are here to listen to a little bit about what the district is planning on doing. Currently, people are listening to a presentation about the district's plan, which includes potentially having 4-day school weeks, hubbing athletics, and all sorts of different things. But then they're going to be brought into focus groups. The district is also considering delaying the opening of the Scott Park campus. Some changes have already gone into effect, like 32 positions being cut as of last week. This included central office staff and 20 nurses and social workers. The district originally announced more than 100 positions being cut in December, but a district spokesperson says they were able to get that number down. The district says people chose to either retire early or they were left certain positions unfilled, but they say that more position cuts are possible. Now, I did speak to a former Woodward teacher. He's taught here for more than 30 years, and he came because he says he's so invested in knowing what's happening with the district. I'm going to have more from him coming up at 6, but for now, reporting in North Toledo, Megan Hartnett, WTOL 11.
All right, thanks, Megan. President Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, announced the withdrawal of hundreds of federal agents from the Minneapolis area. He says plans are to go down to 700 law enforcement personnel. Right now, CBS News reports about 2,000 agents remain in Minnesota. He says the goal is to completely withdraw if certain conditions are met.
That is largely contingent upon the end of the illegal and threatening activities against ICE and its federal partners that we're seeing in the community.
Democrats on Capitol Hill are demanding dramatic reform to ICE before they agree to fund the Department of Homeland Security for a full year. There's only a week left to reach a deal with Republicans when it comes to funding. House Speaker Mike Johnson said that he will be speaking with President Trump later in the day about negotiations.
President Trump is doubling down on his calls to nationalize elections, specifically citing districts that he lost in 2020. He says he wants the federal government to take charge, even though that could violate the Constitution. CBS News reports the president listed Democratic-led cities like Detroit and Atlanta, where he thinks the federal government should step in.
Look at some of the places that horrible corruption on elections, and the federal government should not allow that. The federal government should get involved. These are agents of the federal government to count the votes. If they can't count the votes legally and honestly, then somebody else should take over.
CBS News reports the president's accusations of widespread voter fraud in places that he lost in 2020 have been repeatedly rebuked. Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson backed the president, saying the president was just expressing frustration about election integrity. Johnson and some party members are pushing for a bill that would require national voter ID. Democrats oppose it. They argue safeguards to prevent the wrong people from voting already exist. Additional flood mitigation efforts in Findlay are moving forward. The city receiving a $150,000 grant from national organizations to support an urban prairie project near the Blanchard River. Jack Crum has more.
Something that we've been talking about for a couple of years now, and receiving these funds is going to allow us to get it moving.
2 types of green will help Findlay continue to combat flooding in 2026. The green of cash and the green of grass. Findlay received $150,000, the largest award in the small cities category last week. Mayor Christina Mearns says it will help them complete the Urban Prairie Project, a 5-acre green space designed to absorb floodwater and boost the environment.
So having native plants in that area will be able to absorb water faster and hold it, help it from running off.
Just to put it in perspective for you, this plot of land is where the project is going to go over the next year. Directly behind this plot of land is East Main Cross Street, and directly behind that road is the Blanchard River.
First thing anyone asks, honestly, because it is Findlay, they'll call and say, oh, is it in the flood zone?
Dawn Heidelbaugh is a real estate agent in Findlay. She says the full impact won't be clear until the project is finished, but a decrease in FEMA flood risk can lead to more confidence from home buyers and sellers.
We're starting to see that pull back a little bit, so that definitely helps when it comes to selling your house. It's going to help raise the value of your house because you're not going to have to pay flood insurance.
And on the insurance front, flood mitigation can mean saving more than just your basement carpet.
These homeowners that are in these affected areas are going to see significant savings where they may not, their lenders may stop requiring them to have flood insurance right off the bat. That could be $1,000 a year that they could save.
The project will take shape throughout this year with crews already removing dead trees.
So it really just provides better utilization of this property, a nice amenity for the neighborhood, a great gathering space in our community, and obviously the environmental benefit.
Reporting in Findlay, Jack Crum, WTOL 11.
We have an update we first brought you at 5 o'clock yesterday. Crews in Findlay have been working to fix a gas line break on South Blanchard Street. Crews were expected to finish up the repairs just a short time ago. According to city leaders, traffic has been rerouted while crews make repairs. The Ohio State Fire Marshal is asking for information about an alleged arson in Oak Harbor. The fire started at a 2-story single-family home on Portage Road January 30th. Authorities say this vacant building was destroyed, with the cause determined to be arson. The Blue Ribbon Arson Committee in Ohio is offering up a reward of $5,000 for information leading to an arrest. If you have information, you're asked to call 800-589-2728. That number is also on your screen and on our website.
The Heights restaurant in downtown Toledo abruptly announcing that it's closing its doors. That restaurant sits on top of the Renaissance Hotel, posting a message on its website and social media that it is, quote, taking a pause from dining and bar service. There's been no other explanation for the closure, but the Post went on to say that the plan is to be open again soon. As for when that will be, that is still unclear. WTOL 11 did reach out to the hotel's management company, but we have not heard back yet.
Looking ahead in my hour-by-hour forecast, and here it is. Snow back into the area Friday morning. It's a weather impact alert day. I'll highlight exactly how much to expect coming up next.
Why did our ancestors use copper for centuries? Because they knew. Why do the best athletes continue to wear copper? Because they know. Hospitals know, which is why they insist on copper. Scan the code on your screen to get 50% off with this exclusive TV offer. And get Copper Smart, the ultimate accessory with a purpose.
WTOL 11 News at 11, keeping you informed.
Breaking news right now.
With the most accurate information.
167 lightning strikes.
The information you need from the team you trust. WTOL 11 News at 11.
Scan the code on your screen right now to get your free offer from AutoVac, the handheld vacuum for cars and trucks. Keeping your vehicle's interior clean can be such a hassle. Big vacuums on wheels are impossible to use for quick jobs, and professional detailing is time-consuming and expensive. But now, there's the AutoVac, the handheld vacuum for cars and trucks that makes vehicle interior cleanup quick and easy. The AutoVac's powerful suction handles dirt, dust, crumbs, and debris with ease. Even sand and more are no problem for the AutoVac. Plus a small, lightweight design make it the perfect choice for cleanup every time. Scan the code on your screen to get the AutoVac today. But if you order right now, you'll get a second AutoVac absolutely free. Scan the code on your screen to take advantage of this special TV offer. Hurry, this is only available for a limited time. Get your AutoVac today.
WTOL 11 weather impact alert day.
Torrential rain, damaging winds, the possibility for flooding as well.
And with that, there is a risk of tornadoes.
We have got full team coverage tonight.
167 lightning strikes just in the past 10 minutes.
Generators are going this morning.
A tree that fell on a home, you can really see this damage.
Stream extended coverage on WTOL 11 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
So we're going to dive right ahead into our weather impact alert day. We're about 36 hours away from some of that steadier snow falling as we get into our Friday morning. And overall, I'm going to put the level impact a 2 out of 5. Now, if you put it in perspective, our last winter storm we had, we were a 4+ on that one. So this is going to be nowhere near that, but morning snow expected, quick 2 to 3 inches of snow possible, and travel delays, especially as we go through the course of the day, will be possible on Friday. Currently, we're close to 20 degrees. Yet another day well below freezing, and it's not just us across the region. It's teens and 20s, but our attention is going to be turning toward a clipper system that is quickly making its way now into the northern tier of the United States. This is still about 700 miles away from reaching northwest Ohio. So at the earliest, we're about 24 hours from the first snowflakes falling, and it really picks up as we get into Friday morning. So our weather impact alert day on Friday, snow will return, some slippery travel, a little bit of wind that will pick up, and cold weather that will plunge into the area as we get into Saturday morning. Fairly quiet weather for Thursday. Cloudy skies much of the morning into the afternoon. First chance we get some snows mid to late afternoon, mainly west of Toledo at most. This is a ½ inch of an accumulation Thursday evening. We'll get a little lull in that activity into early Friday morning. Now pay close attention. That snow doesn't really pick up till about 6 or 7 a.m. on Friday. So it's going to be a tough call on some area school districts. It may not be snowing much first thing Friday morning, and then it picks up mid-morning Friday. There's 8 a.m. and it will stow steadily through about mid-morning. All totaled, as that tapers off by about lunchtime, we're looking at widespread accumulations of around 2 to 3 inches of accumulation. That includes all of southern Michigan, most of northwest Ohio, and lakeshore areas. So it's just enough to have these snow brushes and snow shovels ready to go as we get into the upcoming Friday. We're expecting that morning snow to pick up on Friday, 2 to 3 inches of total accumulation. And at this point, have the snow shovels ready to go as we get into your Friday. Here's a look at the extended outlook. 10-day forecast is 24 for your Thursday. There's chances of light snow late Thursday afternoon and evening. Weather impact alert day, it's out there on Friday. Now, we may sneak above freezing. 34 degrees will fall late in the day, and slippery travel may be possible much of the day Friday. Teens for highs Saturday and 20s on Sunday, couple flurries Sunday, and then next week it's a gradual warming trend. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday highs at least make it above freezing into the mid to upper 30s. Kaylee, back over to you.
Robo-taxis are under scrutiny on Capitol Hill today after incidents on the road. What lawmakers want next?
The team you trust. WTOL 11 News at 11.
WTOL 11 weather impact alert day.
Torrential rain, damaging winds, the possibility for flooding as well.
And with that, there is a risk of tornadoes.
We have got full team coverage tonight.
167 lightning strikes just in the past 10 minutes.
Generators are going this morning.
A tree that fell on a home, you can really see this damage.
Stream extended coverage on WTOL 11 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Scan the code on your screen right now to get your free offer from AutoVac, the handheld vacuum for cars and trucks. Keeping your vehicle's interior clean can be such a hassle. Big vacuums on wheels are impossible to use for quick jobs, and professional detailing is time-consuming and expensive. But now, There's the AutoVac, the handheld vacuum for cars and trucks that makes vehicle interior cleanup quick and easy. The AutoVac's powerful suction handles dirt, dust, crumbs, and debris with ease. Even sand and more are no problem for the AutoVac. Plus a small, lightweight design make it the perfect choice for cleanup every time. Scan the code on your screen to get the AutoVac today. But if you order right now, you'll get a second AutoVac absolutely free. Scan the code on your screen to take advantage of this special TV offer. Hurry, this is only available for a limited time. Get your AutoVac today.
All right, welcome back. We appreciate you being with us as always. Just about 5:19 right now. U.S. officials say a Navy jet shot down an Iranian drone yesterday. The drone was disabled in the Arabian Sea after it flew toward a U.S. aircraft carrier operating in the region. The military confrontations come amid threats by President Trump to attack Iran if the regime does not abandon its nuclear ambitions. And following a violent crackdown last month that left thousands of protesters dead, the White House confirmed that talks with Iran will still go ahead as scheduled.
There is still no person of interest 4 days after the disappearance of the mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie. Authorities are working closely with the family as they search for the missing 84-year-old. Andres Gutierrez has the latest on the investigation.
Investigators in Arizona are speaking with anyone who may have had contact with the missing mom of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie. In a social media post Wednesday, the Pima County Sheriff's Department says a suspect or person of interest has not been identified in the case, which is being investigated as a crime. Authorities believe Guthrie was taken from her Tucson area home over the weekend.
We don't know where she is. We are working as far out as we can go.
The 84-year-old was reported missing after she did not attend church on Sunday. What appeared to be a small amount of blood was seen outside the front door, and a law enforcement source tells CBS News a little bit was found inside the house.
So far, what we found from that lab is nothing that would tell us this is who did this.
The sheriff here in Tucson says it's unclear how many people took Guthrie from her home in the middle of the night, adding that surveillance video from the property has so far led nowhere.
None of the camera images have revealed to us anything of substantive nature. No.
Really? Anything?
No, it only goes so far back. And so we're giving it to those camera makers and saying, can you do something more with this?
The sheriff also says the FBI is now analyzing an apparent ransom note.
Is there anything in that note that seems credible at this moment that you're giving weight to?
The entire note.
So you're not dismissing this note at this point?
Absolutely not.
The note contains specific details about the home, Nano says, and what Guthrie was wearing that night. But he would not confirm the accuracy of that information or the legitimacy of the note. Andres Gutierrez, CBS News, Tucson, Arizona.
New details are emerging in the deaths of Spencer and Monique Tepe. Here's what we know. Autopsy reports show Spencer was shot 7 times. Monique was shot 9 times inside their Columbus area home. Investigators believe this man, Monique's ex-husband, Michael McKee, was inside the home for several hours earlier that morning. He was later arrested in Illinois, extradited to Ohio, and is now facing multiple murder and burglary charges. McKee has pleaded not guilty and remains in jail tonight.
All right, coming up, extra deputies, stricter enforcement. We're going to tell you where drivers can expect to see all that enforcement on the road this weekend.
Are you tired of shopping bags tipping over in your car? You need the Auto Anchor. Perfect for commuters, parents, or anyone on the go. The Auto Anchor installs in seconds on the post of the headrest and even works as a phone holder for hands-free viewing in the back seat. Scan the code on your screen to order right now. And with this special TV offer, if you buy one, you will get 3 for free. That's right, a full set for your car. The Auto Anchor is strong and durable and fits most vehicles. Scan the code on your screen and get your Auto Anchor today.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, watch extended coverage on WTOL 11+.
Are you prepared? Scan the code on your screen now and get the Rescue Volt 7 in one power station.
It can charge my phone, right?
The Rescue Volt is a USB power bank, plus a flashlight, emergency radio, and more.
I just wanted to make sure it will charge my phone.
Yes, it charges your phone too.
So we can still doom scroll in a power outage?
Order now and get 50% off, plus free shipping. Get your Rescue Volt 7 in one power station today.
WTOL 11 Weather Impact Alert Day.
Torrential rain, damaging winds, the possibility for flooding as well.
And with that, there is a risk of tornadoes.
We have got full team coverage tonight.
167 lightning strikes just in the past 10 minutes.
Generators are going this morning.
A tree that fell on a home. You can really see this damage.
Stream extended coverage on WTOL 11+. Download on your TV and watch for free.
The Washington Post is going through with mass layoffs. Employees were told to stay home today and join a Zoom call where leadership announced what it called significant actions across the company. Sources say that including shutting down almost the entire sports section and canceling the Daily Post Reports podcast. The paper's Metro desk is also being reconstructed, and there are plans to shrink the paper's international coverage.
Most states have some sort of legislation governing autonomous or self-driving vehicles, but it's a patchwork that is causing headaches for the fast-growing industry, and Congress is now getting involved. Top executives with Tesla and Waymo, they told the Senate Commerce Committee today their self-driving technology saves lives. But the tech giants also admit it's a work in progress. At least 24 times in the last year, Waymos failed to yield to school buses in Austin.
We are working with the Austin Independent School District to collect data on different lighting patterns and different conditions, and we're continuously learning and improving because our work is safety is never done.
Lawmakers are looking to craft legislation to regulate the rollout of autonomous vehicles and set a safety standard that puts Americans at ease. Waymo and Tesla say that it is imperative that the U.S. moves quickly to support self-driving vehicles to prevent China from taking the lead. Speaking of driving, if you are driving in Wood County this weekend, this Super Bowl weekend, expect to see more deputies out there on the roads. The Wood County Sheriff's Office says it will step up traffic enforcement starting Sunday, going through Monday. Deputies will be on the lookout for impaired drivers, speeding, failure to yield, and seatbelt violations, with zero tolerance for driving under the influence. The Sheriff's Office did not release specific locations for the patrols. The enforcement effort is funded through a grant from the Ohio Traffic Safety Office.
Speaking of this weekend, we all know Super Bowl Sunday isn't just about football. It's also about the food. And this year you can score by paying less for at least one staple. Chicken wing prices are down. Economists say the U.S. had 2.5% more chickens than last year. But in the year before, avocados are also down, along with tortilla chips and frozen pizza. Cauliflower is up 4%. Cherry tomatoes and celery are both up a smidge. But CBS says the most expensive food item this year will be beef.
You like cauliflower?
Yeah.
Yeah?
In the right circumstances.
Roasted. Roasted is a big favorite at our household.
Absolutely.
At least my wife and I like it. Stay right there. We are getting closer to a new half hour here on WTOL 11. All news stories headed your way.
Here's a look at what you can expect in the next 30 minutes. The Libby glass strike is officially over. After 5 months, workers are heading back to the line. We get a look at what made this all happen.
I have a purpose.
A local woman considers herself a miracle 4 times over. How her weight loss journey saved her life and her message to others looking to make a change. Also, Chris is tracking that forecast for us tonight.
Chris, more cold and snow on the way.
Yeah, alert day out there for Friday, and I've got some brand new data in the past hour timing that snow out and also highlighting how much will fall. We'll share that coming up after the break.
Scan the code on your screen right now to get your free offer from AutoVac, the handheld vacuum for cars and trucks. Keeping your vehicle's interior clean can be such a hassle. Big vacuums on wheels are impossible to use for quick jobs, and professional detailing is time-consuming and expensive. But now, there's the AutoVac, the handheld vacuum for cars and trucks that makes vehicle interior cleanup quick and easy. The AutoVac's powerful suction handles dirt, dust, crumbs, and debris with ease. Even sand and more are no problem for the AutoVac. Plus a small, lightweight design make it the perfect choice for cleanup every time. Scan the code on your screen to get the AutoVac today. But if you order right now, you'll get a second AutoVac absolutely free. Scan the code on your screen to take advantage of this special TV offer. Hurry, this is only available for a limited time. Get your AutoVac today.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed with WTOL 11 and WTOL 11 Plus. Extended coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you.
We've all been there. A dead battery, a flat tire, and no help in sight. But what if you had the ultimate emergency tool at your fingertips? Introducing the Flash Charge 4-in-1 Jump Starter Power Bank Plus Tire Inflator, your roadside lifesaver. With wireless inflation, emergency ignition, LED lighting, and a mobile power supply. The Flash Charge is compact, powerful, and reliable, designed to handle the unexpected. Order now and never be stranded again.
WTOL 11 Weather Impact Alert Day.
Torrential rain, damaging winds, the possibility for flooding as well.
And with that, there is a risk of tornadoes.
We have got full team coverage tonight.
167 lightning strikes just in the past 10 minutes.
Generators are going this morning.
A tree that fell on a home. You can really see this damage.
Stream extended coverage on WTOL 11 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Thanks for joining us here at 5:30. I'm Kaylee Maritat in for Melissa.
And I'm Jeff Smith. Great to have you with us. We're going to get to all new top stories here for this half hour in just a moment. First, we're going to talk a little bit about that forecast. It was another day where the clouds were winning out pretty much, although there were shots of sun out there.
Little spells, we'll take it. Let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Chris Vickers. Chris, another alert day ahead of us.
It is, and Jeff, that sun came out right when you were on your way into work, as you always kind of highlight. You missed out on the best part of the day.
I think it's my fault.
Yeah. How about this, though? Does ice and sunflowers mix this time of the year? Well, it certainly does when you're looking down toward the Glass City River Wall. Look at this, the beautiful sunflower mural and the frozen Maumee River. Just ordered this shot up for you to share it this evening as we're now about 25 minutes away from sundown time. New data still supporting increasing snow totals for Friday morning and then a February thaw, at least a slight February thaw into next week. We're close to 20 degrees right now. Just about anything would feel warmer than what we have. Bus stop forecast in the morning, 11 degrees, cold and dry, and then snow begins late Thursday into Friday. Weather impact alert day on Friday. Slippery travel, snow, wind, and then plunging temperatures into the weekend. We'll highlight exactly how much to expect. That my updated hour-by-hour forecast coming up. Back over to you guys.
All right, Chris, we'll see you in just a bit. We first reported the news yesterday. The Libby Glass strike now officially over after 164 days of striking workers. But not every union got the same deal. Michael Sandlin joins us in studio. He's been looking into this for us today. So, Michael, there are two different contracts out there?
Yeah, Jeff, the first contract was ratified back in December and saw Local 65 and IAM Local 1257 walk away with a 14.25% increase in pay. Then there's a second contract just ratified yesterday. Holdouts Local 59 and Local 700 got an 8.75% increase, but they say they got the better end of the deal. Local 700's president Joyce Marlin says when they went on strike nearly 6 months ago, they did so because their workers' rights were at risk and they wanted to preserve them. They say while Local 65 and Local 1257 might have gotten a bigger bonus, they lost out on much more of those very rights they fought for. Marlin says not only did 759 get to keep them, she says they showed the company that they're willing to fight as long as it takes to get what their workers need.
We're able to preserve all of our premium time, all of our holiday premiums, our overtime premiums. We were able to get rid of mandatory overtime. They wanted us to erode 50 years of language that we've been bargaining over, things that kept people here through the bankruptcy. So that's why we're victorious.
Now, workers are set to return early next week, but with different contracts, Local 59's president says he's worried there might be some friction between the different unions. We'll dive deeper into that coming up tonight at 6. In studio, I'm Michael Sandlin for WTOL 11.
Well, jury selection continues in the trial of Dale Warner. It was day 7 today. Hundreds of potential jurors have been questioned, meaning the group is getting smaller and smaller. Round 2 of jury selection will begin Tuesday with opening statements scheduled for Wednesday. Potential jurors are being asked if they are part of the Justice for D Facebook group, and if they are, they're being dismissed. We'll have another report on what happened today in court coming up at 6. To get caught up with the key details of what will come out of the trial, you can watch the special Hidden in Plain Sight, the disappearance and discovery of Dee Warner. You can find it on WTOL 11+ and our YouTube page. Last week, the Toledo Blade announced it would be moving operations out of its Superior Street building downtown with nearly 100 years of history and memories for workers who have called it a second home for decades. Anthony DeFilippo was at a Blade retirees luncheon today. Anthony, what were some of the things you heard?
Well, Kaylee, the people I spoke with had many great things to say about their time at the Blade while recognizing some of the downfalls of the building in recent years. But one thing they could all agree on, inside the walls of the Superior Street structure, there were memories, and there were a lot of them.
Goodbye, old friend. Sorry to see you go. You had a great history.
100 years of history fill the walls of the Toledo Blade on Superior Street. The owners of the Blade last week announcing it's moving out later this year. When former Toledo Blade writers heard the news, they didn't shy away from discussing the building's decline, but say some of their fondest memories were always about the people inside it.
For the sports folks, it was always like a little bit of a family, separate from the rest of the organization, and we had our own little community, own little world there. Not that we didn't speak with or know other people.
Steve Junga spent 38 years at the Blade, retiring last June. He worked in the sports department, which he says was a tight-knit group.
That's what I think was the most gratifying part about it, was that establishment of that family relationship with the people we worked with in that same area.
Dennis Horger also worked in the sports department and as a copy editor for 37 years before retiring in 2009. He says the personalities inside the building made the job worthwhile.
One of the things that helped make it good for us was there are a lot of nooks and crannies, there are a lot of different offices that you can get into that are away from everything else, and that's part of what made it fun in sports. We didn't have to be serious. The news desk had to be serious most of the, they couldn't do the things we could do, and we could go into our own, section of the building and have a good time.
Blade management tells us they have not yet determined what will happen to the property once the move is complete. But for those who spent their careers there, it's the people, the different eras, and the memories inside those walls that will last forever. Reporting in studio, Anthony DeFilippo, WTOL 11.
A new effort is underway in Hancock County to help working families afford child care and address a growing shortage of available spots. The Tri-Share program is being rolled out by the Findlay Hancock Community Foundation, I should say. The program brings together employers, employees, and community partners, committing $150,000 from multiple sources in the community to help families struggling with high child care costs.
It's getting businesses involved, it's getting parents or caregivers involved, and also getting philanthropic and state and local and federal dollars involved, and hoping that that shared responsibility, that partnership of the three, will result in more people getting access to child care.
Findlay's mayor says Hancock County is a child care desert. She says there are at least 6 children vying for every one available child care spot. The Findlay Hancock Community Foundation says all the money will be rolled out over the next year. New at 5:30, she has cooked for celebrities like Bob Seger and worked on shows like American Idol, but a local chef's toughest battle wasn't in the kitchen, it was fighting for her life.
February is American Heart Month. Amanda Fay shares her miraculous story of survival and transformation.
So this is a healthier version of chili.
Since she was a kid, Ella Dudek has enjoyed cooking for others.
It's the best thing is to be told that you just created a great meal and somebody is going to remember the experience.
She'd sharpen her skills in the kitchen and catapult into a career as a chef. For years, she lived in the fast lane, working grueling 20-hour days, cooking for celebrities and touring acts across the country. But the demanding lifestyle caught up with her. At 600 pounds, she suffered her first heart attack at just 42 years old.
My first heart attack happened after I got off the road with Elton John and Billy Joel. And one of the nurses was like, "What have you done to yourself at 42 years old?"
2 more heart attacks followed. After the third one, Ella knew something had to change. She left a toxic relationship, started working out daily, and began documenting her journey on Facebook Live, challenging herself to exercise for 21 straight days before starting cardiac rehab.
I would do a live and people would jump on the live and encourage me and hold me accountable. 21 days makes a great habit. When I walked into cardiac rehab, I was ready to get on the treadmill.
By day 168 of her fitness journey, Ella had transformed her health, losing hundreds of pounds and feeling stronger than ever.
You could see I'm a third of the person I was.
On a Saturday morning in October, she set out for a walk at the Prairie Trail at Pearson Park. But on her third mile, pain grabbed hold of her heart once again. She called 911 and collapsed on the trail. Her aorta had torn, a condition most people don't survive.
All of a sudden, this man was above me, looking down on me, and he said, "She's over here." And they stopped the rig. They hit the air brakes, and it stopped the rig, and I thought, oh, great. And I looked up at the guy, and he was smiling down on me, and I smiled kind of back at him like, thank you, and I felt better that somebody was with me.
The mysterious man who found her disappeared as quickly as he appeared. Ella believes he was an angel. She was airlifted to Toledo Hospital where she'd undergo an 8.5-hour operation. Ella only had a 14% chance of survival.
My cardiologist said, you know, Ella, people don't live from this. And I'm like, okay, that's what I keep hearing. And he's like, no, seriously. He's like, you literally have about a half an hour. If it happens, you have a half an hour.
It's been 90 days since Ella's surgery. She's back in cardiac rehab and celebrating another milestone. She can finally drive again. Her surgeon told her family that just a year ago, before she'd lost the weight, they never would have offered her this life-saving surgery. It was her commitment to getting healthy that gave her the strength to survive.
When you get to the point of standing in front of that mirror and realizing how much you matter and how much you can love yourself and stop filling somebody else's cup, it's an amazing thing because your inner peace will help you and push you forward.
Ella calls herself a miracle, and she's not letting it go to waste. She wants to inspire others struggling with their health. Her message is simple: start small, love yourself, and never give up. For WTOL 11, I'm Amanda Fay.
Wow, what a story there, Amanda. Great job. We appreciate that one.
Very impressive what she was able to do there. Chris, for any of us actually wanting to go out right now, beautiful sunset.
Take your pick. What's your square? Which one are you liking?
Ooh, bottom left.
Man.
Boy, Marblehead Lighthouse Camp.
I'm sitting on that. I'm sitting on that bench at Lakeside. I'm bundling up and just enjoying the sunset. You know what I mean?
In June or right now?
I would do it right now.
All right, let's go.
I would, but I'd only be out there probably for 5 minutes tops.
Let's take this show on the road, guys. Still have daylight, though, at this point. So about another 10 minutes until we see sundown time. I'm going to preview that, and also the Weather Impact Alert Day into Friday. That coming up next.
WTOL 11 weather impact alert day.
Torrential rain, damaging winds, the possibility for flooding as well.
And with that, there is a risk of tornadoes.
We have got full team coverage tonight.
167 lightning strikes just in the past 10 minutes.
Generators are going this morning.
A tree that fell on a home.
You can really see this damage.
Stream extended coverage on WTOL 11 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
My cleaning routine just got really crazy. I got this new thing that makes cleaning less lazy. With 5 different heads, so it's really versatile, and I can recharge it. It's electrical. Come on, let me tell you about my new cleaning tool, Spinny Scrub.
Scan the code on your screen now and get the Spinny Scrub for 50% off plus free shipping. Come on, what are you waiting for?
It's that Spinny Scrub.
WTOL 11 News at 11, keeping you informed.
Breaking news right now
with the most accurate information. WTOL 11 News at 11.
Why did our ancestors use copper for centuries? Because they knew. Why do the best athletes continue to wear copper? Because they know. Hospitals know, which is why they insist on copper. Scan the code on your screen to get 50% off with this exclusive TV offer. And get Copper Smart, the ultimate accessory with a purpose.
Just about 36 hours away from that next weather impact alert day. But remember, you could stay informed around the clock with that WTOL 11 weather app. You could scan right there to download that. One of the best features, you can use that interactive radar and actually take a peek at some of the model data that goes out the next 24 hours. Gives you access to some of the behind the scenes stuff that we look at as well. And also going to keep you up to date on WTOL 11 Plus and our YouTube page as we get a little bit closer to the more active snow that will be falling. We have fairly quiet conditions across the area right now, but another cold day. And yeah, we fell well short of even reaching freezing today, as we expected we'd be close to 20 degrees. And that puts us now to 329 straight hours of below freezing temperatures. You'd have to go back to January 22nd, the last time that we actually saw a temperature above freezing. And look at this. Come on over to that TV screen. We're getting that last little glimpse of sun that's set below some of the clouds. And coming up at 5:53 is going to be sundown time. And we're gaining over 2 minutes of daylight per day. And I'm going to be really glass half full about how bright things are going to be getting over the next several weeks, because in the next week, we're going to be seeing our first 6 p.m. sunset. It will occur February 6th as we go into the areas west of Toledo. It will be this weekend on Sunday for parts of the area, including Findlay up to Wauseon. And right around February 9th into the 10th in the Toledo Metro is when we get our first 6 p.m. sunset of the entire year. Weather impact in going forward is going to be snow that's going to return, and that will come in late Thursday and into Friday. First snowflakes will arrive Thursday afternoon, just a dusting of snow. It picks up fairly quickly, though, close to daybreak Friday, so may not start snowing until about 6 to 8 a.m., and it will become steady between about 8 to 10 a.m., perhaps to about 11 a.m. before that does taper off with a quick hit of snow. We're looking at 2 to 3 inches of an accumulation for most of the area, just enough to get these snow shovels out as we get into Friday. Here's a look at that 10-day forecast. We're looking at highs into the mid-20s as we go to Thursday. Light snow late Thursday afternoon into the evening. Weather impact alert day Friday. 34 degrees, then will fall through the afternoon. As cold as 1 above on Saturday morning. Highs in the teens Saturday afternoon, then the lower 20s on Sunday. Upper 20s into Monday, a little brighter with the sunshine and a few days that will ease the chill. Mid to upper 30s will return Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week to try to melt some of the snow and ice away. Jeff and Kaylee, back over to you.
All right, Chris, thanks. WTOL 11 Newsroom, hard at work at this hour.
Here's a look at what you can expect coming up at 6 o'clock. We're learning new details in the case of a man accused of shooting at Toledo police officers after leading them on a car and foot chase.
Plus, nearly 100 people are set to be laid off in Findlay. We're going to tell you which manufacturing plant is set to close.
We've got those stories and much more headed your way at 6 o'clock.
This is one of those clips that stops you mid-scroll. It's spreading fast across social media, and while details are still limited, Anthony DeFilippo shows us investigators are paying close attention.
Monday morning, there was a video uploaded on social media that was pretty disturbing.
Here's the video. You can see several guns being pointed around. We did have to blur the individuals' faces for privacy reasons. We are also not allowed to name the bar because we don't know for sure. WTOL did reach out to the bar and got no response. They also reached out to police who were unable to confirm the bar's name as well. They did say there is an open investigation, but you can see several large guns. You'll see, you already saw a liquor bottle. So seeing this video, if you know any information about it, we encourage you to call the Toledo Crime Stoppers phone number with any extra information.
You can watch the full story right now on WTOL 11 Plus, and make sure you're following us on your favorite social media platform to catch exclusive behind-the-scenes content. And join Tim Miller, meteorologist Ryan Weekman, and me every morning starting at 5 right here on WTOL 11. With a look at what's on your feed, I'm Sophia Periconi. We'll be right back.
Titanium, stronger than steel, lighter than aluminum, trusted in aerospace, and now redefining the way we prepare food at home. Resists corrosion, never absorbs odors, and remains flawlessly food safe without ever breaking down into harmful microplastics. Titanium Edge, now available through this exclusive television offer.
WTOL 11 News at 11, keeping you informed.
Breaking news right now.
With the most accurate information. WTOL 11 News at 11.
My cleaning routine just got really crazy. I got this new thing that makes cleaning less lazy. With 5 different heads, so it's really versatile, and I can recharge it, it's electrical. Come on, let me tell you about my new cleaning tool. Spinny Scrub.
Scan the code on your screen now and get the Spinny Scrub for 50% off plus free shipping. Come on, what are you waiting for?
It's that Spinny Scrub.
An incredible rescue in Australia with a 13-year-old boy being hailed a hero for saving his mother and siblings who were stranded at sea. A family beach day of kayaking and paddleboarding became a fight for survival when strong winds swept 13-year-old Austin Appleby, his mom, and 2 young siblings out to sea. Mom Joanne decided their best hope was to send Austin to shore in a kayak, but it filled with water and he lost an oar, pushing through waves for nearly 4 hours in shark-infested waters.
I was really scared. I was just thinking in my head, like thinking I was gonna make it through.
He says prayers and happy thoughts powered him through as he swam 2.5 miles in rough seas. Wow. He ran another mile once on land to get help. Authorities launched a major rescue operation and found the family nearly 9 miles from shore.
Fantastic. All right, coming up. No favorite in the Super Bowl, no problem. Super Bowl 60 merch is taking over San Fran, and there's something for everybody.
My cleaning routine just got really crazy. I got this new thing that makes cleaning less lazy. With 5 different heads, so it's really versatile, and I can recharge it, it's electrical. Come on, let me tell you about my new cleaning tool. Spinny Scrub. Scrub.
Scan the code on your screen now and get the Spinny Scrub for 50% off plus free shipping. Come on, what are you waiting for?
It's that Spinny Scrub.
The team you trust. WTOL 11 News at 11.
Scan the code on your screen right now to get your free offer from AutoVac, the handheld vacuum for cars and trucks. Keeping your vehicle's interior clean can be such a hassle. Big vacuums on wheels are impossible to use for quick jobs, and professional detailing is time-consuming and expensive. But now, there's the AutoVac, the handheld vacuum for cars and trucks that makes vehicle interior cleanup quick and easy. The AutoVac's powerful suction handles dirt, dust, crumbs, and debris with ease. Even sand and more are no problem for the AutoVac. Plus a small, lightweight design make it the perfect choice for cleanup every time. Scan the code on your screen to get the AutoVac today. But if you order right now, you'll get a second AutoVac absolutely free. Scan the code on your screen to take advantage of this special TV offer. Hurry, this is only available for a limited time. Get your AutoVac today.
WTOL 11 Weather Impact Alert Day.
Torrential rain, damaging winds, the possibility for flooding as well.
And with that, there is a risk of tornadoes.
We have got full team coverage tonight.
167 lightning strikes just in the past 10 minutes.
Generators are going this morning.
A tree that fell on a home. You can really see this damage.
Stream extended coverage on WTOL 11 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Welcome back. For the people in the Bay Area, for Super Bowl 60, the official merchandise shop is a must visit. Fans for each team will be at odds this Sunday, of course, but right now they're bonding over style as they browse the NFL shop at the Super Bowl Experience in San Francisco. For those not rooting for either the Seahawks or the Patriots, there are plenty of items that feature just the Super Bowl 60 logo and the Bay Area. Great for those without a rooting interest in the game.
Well, students are getting a chance to try hockey thanks to a visit from the Toledo Walleye. Students at Monac Elementary School got a surprise visit today from the Toledo Walleye, turning the gym into a hockey experience. The team's school assembly program is designed to introduce kids to the sport while removing any barriers that could keep them from trying it.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that we want these kids to take away is that to try all sports and open up those doors for them, so they get to learn the teamwork, the discipline, the hard work values that we hope continue outside of the classroom and outside of the ice rink and continue with them for the rest of their life.
The Walleye plan to visit another school later this winter, with schools selected through an online application. Some of this equipment, including the sticks, will actually stay at the school so kids can use them later on. Very cool. Good weather for it.
Yeah, that was the safest bet. And make sure there's no high sticking while they're in the gymnasium.
Right, on your best behavior at all times, I'm sure. Weather-wise, going to turn a little bit more active at the end of the work week. We're looking at Friday for our next Weather Impact Alert Day. Light snow will begin as early as Thursday afternoon, evening. At most, that's a ½ an inch of snow. Then we'll get a lull in it. Then the snow will pick up sometime between 6 to 8 a.m. Friday. So keep that in mind. If you're an early riser, you could get out the door Friday without significant impacts, but it will get slippery as we go through the day Friday, especially by about midday.
All right, we've got more news headed your way.
We'll see you for the news at 6 in just a few minutes.
Hey, Blake Anderson here to show you the Veggie Vortex, the 3-in-1 slicer, shredder, and sanity saver that spins veggies and more into culinary gold. Potatoes? Boom. Chips in seconds. Someone say cheese? Look at that, perfect for pizza. This thing's fire. Ready to really go nuts? The Veggie Vortex chews through nuts like an over-caffeinated squirrel. It's got a suction base so strong it clings tighter than skinny jeans after a big Thanksgiving dinner. Get sucked into healthier cooking with the Veggie Vortex. Scan the code on your screen to order now.
The team you trust. WTOL 11 News at 11.
My cleaning routine just got really crazy. I got this new thing that makes cleaning less lazy.
Scan the code on your screen now and get the Spinny Scrub for 50% off plus free shipping. Come on, what are you waiting for?
It's that Spinny Scrub.
WTOL 11 Weather Impact Alert Day.
Torrential rain, damaging winds, the possibility for flooding as well.
And with that, there is a risk of tornadoes.
We have got full team coverage tonight.
167 lightning strikes just in the past 10 minutes.
Generators are going this morning.
A tree that fell on a home. You can really see this damage.
Stream extended coverage on WTOL 11 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
We've all been there. A dead battery, a flat tire, and no help in sight. But what if you had the ultimate emergency tool at your fingertips? Introducing the Flash Charge 4-in-1 Jump Starter Power Bank Plus Tire Inflator. Your roadside lifesaver. With wireless inflation, emergency ignition, LED lighting, and a mobile power supply. The Flash Charge is compact, powerful, and reliable. Designed to handle the unexpected. Order now and never be stranded again.
Now at 6, the months-long Libby Glass strike is officially over. Workers who were on the picket line for months have agreed to a new contract.
But not everybody walked away with the same deal. We're breaking down the differences.
Plus, the Dale Warner murder trial continues in Lenawee County, now 7 days into jury selection.
And tonight, why metal fabrication came into question as they try to get the jury box filled.
And the Blade is moving out of its historic downtown Toledo headquarters. And for the first time, we're hearing from some of those who worked in the building.
They share their memories and their emotions. The news at 6 starts right now. All right, we're going to get to those stories here in just a moment, but first, we do want to bring you up to speed on some breaking news.
Lucas County Children's Services has been cleared of any wrongdoing in the death of Kimani Lategue. That's according to an independent review of the agency's involvement in her case prior to her death.
Yeah, the review by the Ohio Department of Children and Youth was requested by LCCS's executive director. The review says Lucas County Children's Services had met or exceeded all requirements in each of the agency's interactions with the family.
Kimani's body was found in an East Toledo home in March of last year after she was reported missing.
Yeah, she was 13 years old when she was killed. Her father, Darnell Jones, is charged with murder. He is due back in court next week. You can find more on this story on our website, WTOL.com.
Our weather impact alert day is going to swing into effect just about 36 hours from now on Friday. So what you need to know, we're expecting morning snow, some gusty winds, and all totaled about 2 to 3 inches of snow possible. Winds will pick up as temperatures fall through the afternoon, and it will be just enough to get these snow shovels out, some of the snow brushes and the winter gear as we get a few more inches of snow. Here's that actual system, still several hundred miles away up across the Dakotas into the northern edge of Minnesota. So by tomorrow evening, we get a little light snow, and then it picks up again into Friday morning. We are in the teens. It was another cold day, even with some of that sunshine peeking out late in the day. Partly cloudy skies tonight. We're going to drop down close to 10 degrees for the overnight low. Could even get a few areas back in the single digits. A lot of cloud cover for the day tomorrow. Highs will reach into the 20s, and there's that first chance of light snow late Thursday afternoon and into the evening. And then the weather impact alert day for Friday. Plan on snow to return, slippery travel. I'll pinpoint the updated hour-by-hour forecast on who could come away with the most snow. That will be coming up in just a little bit. Jeff, back over to you.
Chris, thanks. New details tonight on the end of the Libby glass strike. We first told you last night final agreements were made after more than 5 months of workers being on the picket line. But not every worker got the same contract.
Michael Sandlin joined us in studio after speaking with 2 union presidents. Michael, what kind of differences are we talking about?
Yeah, Kaylee, Jeff, there are now 2 different contracts out there spread across the 4 unions. They have a 6% difference in how their wages will increase. And it was the holdouts, the group that was just ratified yesterday, that actually ended up getting the smaller increase. But they say they won something even better in the process. After 164 days of marching and picket signs, it's finally quiet on Ash Street. The strike is over.
There's been a weight has been lifted, ready for my guys to get back to work, making money, supporting their families.
But a price was paid in the process. There's now a rift amongst the 4 unions inside the plant. Normally, 59M, 65T, 700T, and 1257 would negotiate together, but disagreements over the details saw them splinter into 2 groups. Local 1257 and 65T took a deal back in December, which saw them get a 14.25% raise. Meanwhile, the holdouts, Local 700 and 59M, who just ratified a contract on Tuesday, are walking away with a 8.75% increase. But their leadership says they got the better end of the deal.
We were able to preserve all of our premium time, all of our holiday premiums, our overtime premiums. We were able to get rid of mandatory overtime, forced holidays. We buckled down, 759 stood together, and for those reasons, that's why 759 came out victorious, better than the other 2 locals in that building.
The presidents of the 2 unions say that was the whole point of the strike in the first place, preserving those benefits. And with all 4 unions set to go back to work early next week, they say the rift might cause some issues.
Oh, it's going to be some division, you know. Only time will tell. But yes, there's going to be some division.
Now, I tried reaching out to the leadership at 65T and 1257 to get their takes on those leaders' claims that they got a better deal. So far, I have yet to hear back. In studio, Michael Sandlin, WTOL 11.
There is one more day of jury selection in the Dale Warner murder trial. Fewer than 24 jurors were asked to return over the last 2 days. Melissa Andrews is in Adrian, where jury selection is still happening. Mel, how many potential jurors have the attorneys kept?
82 potential jurors will return on Tuesday for round 2. 13 were kept today, 32 dismissed. Half of those are Justice for D Facebook members. The court says it no longer is looking to get 100 potential jurors before moving on to round 2. They said that was really to end the voir dire process if needed, and things are on track for opening statements to begin on Wednesday. The attorneys did spend a significant amount of time, about 45 minutes, on 2 potential jurors. One who said she was a farmer with extensive knowledge on welding. Another is a true crime buff. We do know that Dale Warner is accused of murdering his wife, Dee Warner, and then welding her inside a fertilizer tank. The defense was concerned that this knowledge of welding could not be left at the door by a potential juror in this case. The same concern was raised about any true crime knowledge. Both of these potential jurors were dismissed. The woman for her welding knowledge, the true crime guy for work reasons. 68 Justice for D Facebook members have been excused in total over the last 7 days. The last day of round 1 in jury selection is tomorrow. Reporting in Lenawee County, Melissa Andrews, WTOL 11.
All new at 6, the man who allegedly shot at Toledo police officers after a vehicle and foot pursuit is now facing almost 50 additional specifications to his indictments. According to a Lucas County grand jury report, back in January, Henry Goodlow was indicted on several charges, including attempted murder. Well, today, a grand jury added 49 specifications to the charges, including a repeat violent offender specification. In January, Goodlow allegedly fired multiple shots at Toledo police after crashing his vehicle during a pursuit. Police say an officer returned 1 round. No one was injured.
Community members have been giving input on Toledo Public Schools' transformation plan at Woodward High tonight. The district is proposing 4-day school weeks and adding a magnet school and other changes to combat the district's $68 million reported deficit. That's where we find Megan Hart. Megan, what have they been talking about so far tonight?
Kaylee, Superintendent Romulus Durant started the presentation by saying the district still doesn't know what changes are going to be coming, but they can say for a fact that Woodward High School will not be closing. They just finished up the presentation where they walked through what that 4-day school week would look like, also what it would mean adding a magnet arts high school. They also talked about what it could look like if they do choose to hub athletics throughout the district. There are more than 100 people here, with people standing on the sides of the auditorium. I've seen current teachers, retired teachers, students, and families. I talked with a former teacher who taught here at Woodward for 32 years, and he has a deep connection to the school and the district because his dad used to be the principal here at Woodward before he started teaching here. Although he's been retired for years, he says he's still invested in seeing the district succeed.
I love coming to work, and I like my kids here, and I'm just wanting to see what kind of damage is going to be done. One of the biggest problems that I've seen is that they've come up with all these programs like early college and things like that, which have decimated your student population.
Now that the presentation is over, people are going to be going into different rooms and in smaller groups where they're going to be discussing and giving their input on the presentation and the proposed changes. WTOL 11 will be in those rooms and listening to those conversations. We'll have more for you coming up tonight at 11. Reporting in North Toledo, Megan Hartnett, WTOL 11.
The Toledo Blade is preparing to move out of its longtime historic home on Superior Street in downtown Toledo, a landmark that's been a part of the landscape for nearly 100 years. Well, today, former employees gathered at Rosie's Italian Grill for their regular retirees luncheon, reflecting on what that building means and meant to them. The Blade is moving out of the building later this year. For many retirees, the announced move brought back a lot of memories.
There are a lot of things that took place in that time. We're talking almost 100 years. So it's just the imagining of when those things were going on, like the Great Depression, for instance, World War II, the Vietnam War. People changed. The building was the one constant.
Blade management tells us that it has not determined exactly what will happen to the property once the move is complete.
Rossford's police chief will be stepping down after more than 7 years of leading the department. Chief Todd Kitzler announced his retirement on Facebook today. He wrote that he's proud of the Rossford Police Department's accomplishments and how he has helped it become one of the greatest small police departments in the state of Ohio. Kitzler said he will be transitioning to his new job in the next 2 months, but did not say what that is. Still to come, the city of Findlay is taking new steps to prevent flooding thanks to a new grant.
Weather Impact Alert Day going to swing into effect for Friday, and here's a round of some steadier snow early in the morning. We'll preview the timing of it and how much snow to expect. That coming up next.
WTOL 11 News at 11, keeping you informed.
Breaking news right now
with the most accurate information. WTOL 11 News at 11.
We all love recipes with garlic, but trying to use an awkward garlic press makes a smelly mess. Introducing the Great Garlic, your ultimate kitchen companion for effortlessly crushing garlic to perfection. Just place a peeled clove of garlic under the grate, rock it back and forth, and say goodbye to messy mincing. The Great Garlic ensures consistent results every time. Scan the code on your screen now and take 30% off plus get free shipping. This is a limited time offer, so scan the code on your screen now and order the Great Garlic today.
WTOL 11 Weather Impact Alert Day.
Torrential rain, damaging winds, the possibility for flooding as well.
And with that, there is a risk of tornadoes.
We have got full team coverage tonight.
167 lightning strikes just in the past 10 minutes.
Generators are going this morning.
A tree that fell on a home. You can really see this damage.
Stream extended coverage on WTOL 11 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Hey, Blake Anderson here to show you the Veggie Vortex, the 3-in-1 slicer, shredder, and sanity saver that spins veggies and more into culinary gold. Potatoes? Boom. chips in seconds. Someone say cheese? Look at that, perfect for pizza. This thing's fire. Ready to really go nuts? The Veggie Vortex chews through nuts like an over-caffeinated squirrel. It's got a suction base so strong it clings tighter than skinny jeans after a big Thanksgiving dinner. Get sucked into healthier cooking with the Veggie Vortex. Scan the code on your screen to order now.
Well, the weather impact going forward is going to be wintry weather that's going to be set to return across the area, and it's going to result in some slippery travel and some cold winds that will kick up. Now, most of the area, we are in the teens right now, and consider, well, we fell well short of even reaching toward that freezing mark. Most of the area, we're looking at about 19 in Tiffin, 17 in Bowling Green, and 18 over toward Tiffin. And you factor in the fact that we have well, clear skies across the area. It's going to get cold fairly quickly tonight. Look at the Marblehead Lighthouse Cam. Beautiful winter setting that's showing up across the area. And we're looking at temperatures that have been below freezing now. Can you count this one? 330 straight hours below freezing. You'd have to go back to January 22nd, the last time we actually had a temperature that was at the freezing mark. So we can track that almost day by day. It's been below average temperatures since Thursday, January 22nd. Since then, we've had highs in the single digits, highs in the teens, and a slow moderation that has taken us back to the mid to upper 20s. And eventually, we're going to head toward above average temperatures that will be showing up. That will be in the extended outlook. We're looking at middle of next week. More likely we're going to reach at to above average temperatures, which should take us back to the mid to upper 30s to right around 40 degrees. Now, the weather impact alert is going to be out there specifically for Friday morning as snow is going to return to the area. Winds are going to kick up a little bit and temperatures are going to go falling through the afternoon, and that will result in some icy and slippery travel. Now, our Thursday is going to be a mainly cloudy start to the day. Clouds going to be thick through much of the day. Probably not going to see much, if any, sunshine. A couple late day snow showers. This is going to bring a little light accumulation. That'll be toward the end of the workday, toward the evening drive. Generally a ½ inch or less Thursday evening. A lull in that snow activity Thursday night. And then it's going to pick back up as we get to Friday morning. Snow chance is going to be increasing, again, close to daybreak. Now, the timing of this really going to be key because the snow isn't really going to start till 6 to 8 a.m. for most of the area. So very light accumulations first thing in the morning, and then snow will become steadier as we go through about 8 a.m. There's the clock, Friday at 8 a.m. Steady snow that will be occurring, and it's only going to be about a handful of hours of snow that is going to be accumulating. By the time we reach toward lunchtime, much of that snow does taper off. So we're looking at accumulations, widespread totals of 2 to 3 inches of an accumulation. Some areas well off to the south and west, a little bit on the lighter edge of that, 1 to 2 inches back over toward parts of Defiance and Putnam County. But overall, it's going to be just enough to get these snow shovels out. So morning snow will be expected. That's going to be the impact. It is a quick moving clipper system that will come into the area Friday morning. Travel delays going to be likely, but the question is, will they impact schools Friday morning? That snow could be arriving just around the bus stop time. 24 degrees, the high as we get into Thursday. Light snow is going to be developing late afternoon, early evening. Minor accumulations should be ½ inch or less on Thursday. Weather impact alert day for Friday. Snow is going to be likely, especially early Friday morning. And that will taper off toward lunchtime into the afternoon. Could even get a peak or two of sunshine. High of 34 degrees, but that will fall through the afternoon and evening. And it's going to get downright cold into Saturday morning. We're going to be close to 0 for the low Saturday morning. 16 in the afternoon high. We'll call it a partly sunny day, and then highs into the lower 20s on Sunday. A few flurries or light snow showers, little to no accumulation Sunday, and then a slow, gradual warm up as we get toward the middle of next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we'll reach back into the mid to upper 30s. It does appear that that chance of reaching 40 may be also melting away, but we'll take the mid to upper 30s. It is a warming trend that will at least take us back to average, maybe slightly above, as we go toward the middle of next week. That's a look at your 10-day forecast. Kaylee, Jeff, back over to you.
All right, Chris, thanks. Chris talked a little bit about the possibility of rain next week. Additional flood mitigation efforts in Findlay are moving forward thanks to some funding help that they received last week at the U.S. Conference of Mayors. The grant is worth $150,000 and is from national organizations to support the Urban Prairie Project near the Blanchard River. The project will install a 5-acre green space designed to absorb floodwater and boost the environment.
You know, that's an area that is more prone to flooding, but also is an area where we have a lot of grass, turf grass currently. And so having native plants in that area will be able to absorb water faster and help it from running off. And so I think it will really help environmentally.
The project will continue to take shape throughout this year, but WTOL 11 did see construction equipment out today removing dead trees.
A Findlay manufacturing facility will be closing. According to a warn notice filed with the Ohio Department of Jobs and Family Services, Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company will close its Tall Timbers mold facility. 85 people will be laid off. Those will take place over a 14-day period starting March 31st. Goodyear said the closure is a result of Goodyear's consolidation of its 2 U.S. mold facilities in a single location in North Carolina. Tyler?
The Seahawks and Patriots will soon battle for a Super Bowl. Where do fans here in Northwest Ohio lean? That answer coming up next in sports.
Why did our ancestors use copper for centuries? Because they knew. Why do the best athletes continue to wear copper? Because they know. Hospitals know, which is why they insist on copper. Scan the code on your screen to get 50% off with this exclusive TV offer. And get Copper Smart, the ultimate accessory with a purpose.
WTOL 11 Weather Impact Alert Day.
Torrential rain, damaging winds, the possibility for flooding as well.
And with that, there is a risk of tornadoes.
We have got full team coverage tonight.
167 lightning strikes just in the past 10 minutes.
Generators are going this morning.
A tree that fell on a home. You can really see this damage.
Stream extended coverage on WTOL 11 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
My cleaning routine just got really crazy. I got this new thing that makes cleaning less lazy. With 5 different heads, so it's really versatile, and I can recharge it. It's electrical. Come on, let me tell you about my new cleaning tool, Spinny Scrub.
Scan the code on your screen now and get the Spinny Scrub for 50% off plus free shipping. Come on, what are you waiting for?
It's that Spinny Scrub.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, watch extended coverage on WTOL 11 Plus.
Are you prepared? Scan the code on your screen now and get the Rescue Volt 7 in one power station.
It can charge my phone, right?
The Rescue Volt is a USB power bank, plus a flashlight, emergency radio, and more.
I just wanted to make sure it will charge my phone.
Yes, it charges your phone too.
So we can still doom scroll in a power outage?
Order now and get 50% off, plus free shipping. Get your Rescue Volt 7 in one power station today.
Sports brought to you by Jim White Honda. We are now 4 days away from Super Bowl 60 kicking off near my hometown in Santa Clara, California. And with the matchup featuring 2 teams on opposite coasts, my question is, who are people here in the Toledo area picking to win? Well, I set out to find that answer along with, of course, talking game day food. Take a listen.
The first question is, who are you rooting for in the Super Bowl and why?
I'm rooting for the Patriots because I don't like the Seahawks. I'm also rooting for the Patriots. I like both teams, but I like the Patriots more because I love Tom Brady.
Gotta go Seahawks, man. They just been my favorite for a couple years. My dad was a fan, and I've just been a fan ever since.
I'm gonna root for the Seahawks. My little brother's a Seahawks fan, and they're just a more complete team, I feel like.
Seahawks, I think they're the better team. Even though I think the Patriots might have a better defense.
I'd have to say I'm rooting for the Seahawks. I need them to come back a little bit after that
was that 2013, 2014 season?
Seahawks. Seahawks, because I would never root for the Patriots.
No, Patriots aren't even on the spectrum of winning anymore.
I'll be rooting for the Seahawks because I like JSN the most.
I'm rooting for the Patriots. I cannot stand the Seahawks.
Oh, definitely the Patriots. My grandson is a 49ers fan, and he would disown me if I even thought about cheering for Seattle.
How about you? I would definitely be rooting for the Patriots because I used to be a big Tom Brady fan when he was on the team.
Awesome. And then food or drink, what do you think you'll be consuming the most of on Super Bowl Sunday?
Drink.
Anything in particular? Or?
It depends where I'm at.
Probably a lot of pizza. Yeah, I'll say that. Pizza or wings, those would sound great.
What are we going to have?
I don't know, maybe...
Pizza?
Pizza. That
Pizza.
sounds good.
Sounds good.
Probably like a couple beers, a little bit of Don Julio. Shoot, gotta go some buffalo wings.
Food, probably mac and cheese.
Probably like buffalo chicken dip, yes.
I will be downing some buffalo chicken dip on Super Bowl Sunday.
Gotta go with chicken wings.
Okay.
Go to.
Oh, the dips, whether it's queso, French onion, salsa, guacamole, definitely dips.
I will probably be consuming some pizza with my friends, so just something easy.
I'll do 50-50, honestly. Okay. You gotta eat till it makes sure you can drink more. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta love it, right? Split down the middle, it appears. I do love me some dip as well. Some sad news out of the baseball world. Legendary Tigers pitcher, Mickey Lolich has died at the age of 85. He became a 3-time All-Star in Detroit, winning World Series MVP in 1968. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for a special free offer from Flash Force Tactical Flashlight. With its powerful telescopic zoom, the Flash Force Tactical Flashlight gives you a super bright light visible at a distance of over 2,000 meters. With 7 useful modes plus a USB rechargeable battery, the Flash Force Tactical Flashlight is always ready to light up the night. And if you scan the code on your screen and order right now, we'll send you a second Flash Force Tactical Flashlight absolutely free. Hurry, this is a limited time offer. Scan the code on your screen to order now.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed with WTOL 11 and WTOL 11 Plus. Extended coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you.
Are you tired of shopping bags tipping over in your car? You need the Auto Anchor. Perfect for commuters, parents, or anyone on the go. The Auto Anchor installs in seconds on the post of the headrest and even works as a phone holder for hands-free viewing in the back seat. Scan the code on your screen to order right now. And with this special TV offer, if you buy one, you will get 3 for free. That's right, a full set for your car. The Auto Anchor is strong and durable and fits most vehicles. Scan the code on your screen and get your Auto Anchor today.
WTOL 11 Weather Impact Alert Day.
Torrential rain, damaging winds, the possibility for flooding as well.
And with that, there is a risk of tornadoes.
We have got full team coverage tonight.
167 lightning strikes just in the past 10 minutes.
Generators are going this morning.
A tree that fell on a home. You can really see this damage.
Stream extended coverage on WTOL 11 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Well, coming up, we've told you layoffs are already underway at Toledo Public Schools as the district tries to close a budget gap. Tonight, we're at the first board meeting where the community gets to have some input. A recap of what happened coming up tonight at 11 o'clock.
Chris, we are keeping our eyes on Friday, and we're talking about the timing of it all. That could be interesting.
It's very peculiar, the timing. We'll get a little light snow Thursday afternoon, evening. It's a ½ an inch or less. A lull through about 6 a.m. Friday morning. Then it picks up after 6 a.m. So if you're an early riser Friday, conditions could be okay. They'll deteriorate, though, through the morning hours.
All right. Thank you so much for carving out a part of your Wednesday evening.
The team you trust. WTOL 11 News at 11.